stop. I used to hate McDonald's, and now like every other day I'm going to get a cheeseburger. They just do it perfectly. I need to go up to them.
It's an easy way to get like protein, you know. So I can see the appeal. Did you see the text I just sent you? By chance, little screenshot action. Am I the last to see this thing? Whew. I thought Keem was lying, but yikes.
Wait. Okay, this is from Grace's Discord. Grace says, "No, I'm feeling
It's
down."
from Grace to Keemstar. It's a message she sent to Keemstar that Keemstar posted on Twitter. I thought that this about Grace begging for her job back was a lie because Keem said that I was begging. There's no such DMs, but looks like there are such DMs with Gracie, which is just interesting. Anyway, sorry to start right off the
right now. Let me just first say thank you to Patrick. He donated like 5 gifted subs. Like
Patrick, and shout out Polly
like a couple hours ago. So thank you so much. Every single time you're just coming through. You're very generous, Patrick, and we appreciate you. Okay, so this is what I guess Keem tweeted this. I'm just gonna read it because I don't actually. Yeah, if you send me that, just send it on Discord and then I can download it and show it on the screen. But y'all just gonna have to trust me for now.
A screenshot of her message, but let me send you that tweet.
So she says, "No, I'm feeling down because I want to make a living doing lolcow queens, and now I'm just back to $100 a stream if I'm lucky, and I just have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Very little money left to my name, and I thought it was a Hail Mary from God, and it turned out not to be. So I just don't know. I just don't want to keep living this way." He did some weird like stupid emoji reaction to "I don't want to keep living this way." Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. So Keem and Boogie said they're going to South Carolina. Are you for real?
And then also get this, I forgot, Tina lives in South Carolina. Keemstar and Kid Behind the Camera, they're all going to be in South Carolina in Charleston, where we're going to be. No wonder Keem thinks I'm up to something, because he thinks that we're
serious?
Dude,
when
Brantley's been coming at me that I'm up to something.
We've
right there after his 4th of July party. So
months. We've
I know exactly.
I don't even think it's gonna intersect actually. But fuck, I bet that I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I hate Keem is a fucking like psychopath or whatever. IMO in my opinion. But I bet he throws a very good party. I'll give him that. Dude's got money.
He wanted to take a month off because he had to plan for his 4th of July party, but Becky taking 3 days off to mourn the death of her uncle was why he said either show up or you're fired, and that's what led to the fallout where Roxy quit too. It was that bad, and their whole universe is...
That's better soup. You gotta stop simping though. You gotta stop simping so hard, but I appreciate it. Listen, should we just get right into this then? Because this is, I don't know where Lo should be joining soon, guys. One of us is always late, but last week it was me. I think we're kind of rotating and taking turns on the late thing. But,
I know. I'm usually later. I was like so right at the point where I was like, I'm ready, Ava, just in case I was ready at the time.
But I guess let's talk about this Becky, because I've been wanting to talk about this Becky thing for like a little bit now. I know like everybody is talking about her leaving the show and all that. This was actually before she even left the show. This is just like a stream. I have like a little notepad of like stream ideas and topics I want to talk about. And this was actually before she left the show. Let me pull this up on Reddit because I basically just wanted to do like a segment of at least a segment of a stream talking about how unjust I do believe that the hate is towards her. And I like found this Reddit post. Also, just I guess I don't know. It's kind of irrelevant now because shit just moves so fast, so fast in like this sector. But I'm still gonna talk about it because people are so fucking stupid. Like I just cannot believe how stupid people are. Let me find this. It was a post on the Lolcow Live Reddit saying. Did I save it? Bro made a whole lot.
Yo, what is up, chat? I see Doge. What is up, Lolcow? That's better soup.
Becky.
Okie dokie. Did Rich remove the copyright strike? Now we have all kinds of posts to do, but also there's going to be another stream Ava's doing that too.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. I'm probably honestly, because tomorrow I have a stream. I want to go over one of Chaotic Truth's old streams and basically start some shit. Not really start some shit, but basically just gonna like be arguing with his political beliefs. But that will be part of it. But then the other main part of it is just gonna be going over what HFF has been up to lately, because I'm feeling like if you're gonna try and take down my channel, I'm not gonna stop talking about you. Like, if you're gonna try and do this war thing with me, I'll give you war, bitch. I'll give you war. Why I dislike Becky? They might have deleted the post. Oh no, here it is. Okay. Because I saw this post and I was like, is their audience literally just this stupid? Because I feel like their audience, I don't know how much. I'm curious what their main audience demographic is.
There's a lot of nerd misogyny, and the girls that are in there are kind of heavy pick me. Like, I'm not like other girls. I'm with the cool nerds because that like, that's the energy I got. Is a decent amount of energy that I think that Becky, not innocent in all things, and part of, we're going to be untangling a lot of different things as she comes out and we see how she acts in different situations and things come out. But I have high hopes for her universe and for her. And I do think she was treated insanely unfairly. And she was their punching bag for that whole universe. And
she's the villain.
It just shows you that they have nothing to talk about now because it was all Becky. They have nothing to talk about on these shows anymore. It is painful.
It was all it's like and this is the stupid mistake that they made, is that, and I think they somewhat get this. Hold on. Let me have everybody here. They somewhat get this. That like certain reality TV concepts, like, because that's kind of what they're doing, is that you need a villain, you need someone that people hate, and that is who carries the show. And it's like, you can't get rid of that person, the whole thing falls apart. I mean, because the reality is, it's a drama like show. Like you need someone to be stirring shit up. And she does a really
it's going to be drama based. It's not like the only path, but if you want to be drama based, and even just as a protagonist, it can add a certain spice. The Thorpes admitted to being the villains in my protagonist story recently. So I'm glad that, they see where they make sense.
They got a free membership from my channel too. They got
I saw. They got gifted a membership.
I was gonna say is, I think that they really fucked up in the sense that, like, the biggest thing is that they let her stay on so long, and she established herself for so long. Like, it's been almost, what do you say, like 8 months now at least? Because it's one thing if Keem does this talking point
whenever the show is like launched around winter.
Keem does this talking point where he says anybody that leaves the universe, like, it's like, oh, you'll get like your temporary little view spike, and then it's gonna go down, and because all people want to hear about is you talking shit about the universe, but they don't actually care about you, and you'll get a temporary boost, but then you're going down. And that's what he says. But the issue is, Becky has been there for so long. She's not just, because that's what happened with, like, Grace, for example, right? Because she was there for a second, she got her little boost, and yeah, like, he was right that, like, the spike went away and she's back to losing in life. But with Becky, she's been here for so long that it's not gonna she has fans now. She has fans now.
Totally different.
And she's hitting their numbers about, where are all the viewers? Where, like, going live at the same time as him, she's taking a significant portion of his viewers. He fucked up really badly. But this is what I saw. I guess this was 3 days ago. Wow. So maybe this was after she quit then. But yeah, this has been on my radar because this person says, why I hate Becky so much. As most know by now from the many posts I've made, I've had a huge dislike for Becky, and have made it clear in my words both on the comments and on Reddit. And now that she's finally gone, I thought I'd take the time to explain why I dislike her so much, and then can hopefully never need to post about her ever again. This will be a shout out log on nerds. This will be a long post, and probably not many will care, but I still want to do it. When Becky was first LCL during the RTU saga, let me zoom in a little bit. I hadn't heard of her, so I had no opinions on her. I did find she could be funny at times. I saw many people hating on her, didn't understand the hate. She wasn't as bad as everyone seemed to make her to be. Fast forward her on Queens. At the start, she was actually good at hosting, despite Grace Links and Tina giving her a hard time. But for the most part, I respected and liked her. First red flag was, I think, on the second episode when she started power tripping on the other host. Basically, this person is just like, oh, she would claim Queens to be her show when Keem and Mike said it was a show made for Tina, and she wants the spotlight and she'd mute Tina. This is all scripted.
That's
like,
dumb. That's
how
like, yeah, that is their
retarded are you, bro? It's fucking scripted. That's the whole point.
Demo.
She does shit to instigate. That's her fucking role, is what I'm assuming. Or at least, like, if not directly communicated, which I would assume that, honestly, with the amount of scripting and stuff from Creep Behind a Camera, that it is, like, directly communicated of, like, okay, Becky, you're gonna do this thing to piss people off and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I could understand if you...
And yeah, she knew that's what they wanted, and she brought that, and she took so much heat. Like, I saw her have a lot of what looked like real breakdowns. Like, yes, there could be these whacked out scenarios, but it would end with her being dogpiled and humiliated by all these fucking assholes with no talent, like Kid Behind a Fucking Camera, who's famous for what? Being a PDF who beats his wife? Fuck off!
Well, wait, let's not go. Let's be careful with that. Being a creep who definitely allegedly seems like he groomed his woman. Okay. That is what it seems like. He says that he didn't know what her age was or whatever, but like, dude, like, let's be so for real. Like, how are you gonna date a 15-year-old? They're going to high school every day.
For years.
For years. They're going to high school.
He said he found out on her birthday when he saw the birthday candles. Come on. He's such a liar. But anyway, yeah, whatever. Sorry, I just pop off on him. I just find him so talentless, and Becky's so much more talented, and it was just so grating to see someone who is like superior to them in every way just get kicked around by these overinflated douchebags. It pissed me off.
Yeah,
you guys
Becky
know we're about
to should have established herself.
Exactly. Oh, do you want our war comment? Oh, Peterson, why don't you come up and solve war for us? Wow, Peterson, he's got his values right.
Jeremy knows, guys. Jeremy knows. He's gonna white knight for Chuckles right now and defend Israel. You want to come up here and do that? Yeah, I am aware of that. I don't know. You guys are tools if you think Becky's not working with Keem. They're definitely not.
Oh shit.
Like the whole. So you, Chad, were you watching the Thorpe stream of like their whole thing? Because I know you kind of went over this, Ruby, of basically they were like, oh, because Becky like didn't respond to our comments or something, she's working with Keem, or like what was it? I could not understand the reason for why they didn't.
But because she hesitated about saying something, she wanted to talk to Grace like off camera or like behind the scenes about some things, about maybe some kind of thing, but she had concerns about her audience and that triggered them. But the thing that Becky was hesitating is she said a few times that she doesn't want to bring up Keemstar all the time. She doesn't want to talk about LCU only. That's why she hesitated, not because she's working with him. It's I assure you, it's not that. Like if they end up working together again, it's because she went back. She's not.
It's on my Twitter. The clip exposing Becky. I saw I was watching that stream. I didn't see anything that was really exposing her. But I mean, this.
Yeah, unless there's something I missed.
I guess this would actually be damning if this is true. Becky posted revenge porn on Rich RTU, regardless of how the relationship ended. It's sick and dangerous behavior. Her ticket to the LCU IMO. Did she really do that though? I don't want to believe that, but like shit.
Patrick is that's not a good like trolling info, and there are serious accusations against her. And yeah, I need to collect more information and decide on certain things, and come to conclusions on it. But yeah, if she posted like his dick pic, that's fucked. That is fucked. That is fucked to do. That's fucked to do.
I mean, I'm googling it right now to see. RT reacts to Becky Boop / Law Call Live lying about allegations. Okay, what is...
Bottom line is, we've had to put up with a lot of shit. You blamed SA on somebody, and we had to fucking shut the fuck up, and you lied your fucking ass off on somebody. You talk about every goddamn buddy.
That was not a lie, Tina.
You talk about everybody, too.
That was not a lie. Come on, just 1,000.
This is Locale Live, a podcast featuring Keemstar, Wings of Redemption, and Boogie2988. On this particular episode, October 21st, they're going to have a special guest named Becky Boop, who's going to come on and spill all the
Oh, is that RTU in the corner?
Yeah.
That's her, baby.
dirt about her relationship.
Damn, bro, she could do. Why is she fucking RTU? Did they actually fuck?
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Automatic.
I don't know what level. It's mega confusing unpacking what is for sure, especially with these very serious allegations. It gets really heavy.
Let me tell you, automatic. Why are we running defense for Becky? Did she not use unsubstantiated essay claims to get her ex-boyfriend booted out of the LCU? I did not know about this. From all of the hate that I've seen about Becky on Reddit and shit like that, is just people being like seeming very stupid about the fact that her role obviously is the villain. And I feel like, I mean, the shows are obviously like scripted. It's leaked out before. So it's like, I feel like it's ridiculous to, you know, hate someone for just being the person that is like carrying the show and creating drama. And like, she is essentially, she's like acting, you know, like, and we can see on her own show now, like she's nicer, you know, she'll stir a little bit of shit up, but I think that it's pretty ridiculous to hate on her for like, just, what was the person saying again on Reddit? I can't even remember now. Just some really stupid, like, oh, Becky.
It's like her, she was hogging and muting other hosts.
She muted Tina. I'm like, that's such a ridiculous reason to like deeply hate somebody. Like, I get if somebody's actually doing very immoral acts and stuff, that I would be like, yeah, that's valid to really dislike this person. But okay. No, okay, so there's Rich from HFF, and then there's Rich, which is Review Tech USA. Review Tech USA is, I guess they're fucking? I don't know, let's see this. Let's figure this out. Guys, this is a very controversial stream that we're having right now. We are figuring out the controversial shit here. You know, I want to get everybody's side.
I didn't think we were going to dive right into
They were pushing the narrative.
But Chell, let's go.
I'm like, dude, I did not either, but the chat is guiding us right now, and you know what? I'll let you guys do that. No, we don't avoid the hard stuff.
Fucking sexual deviant piece of shit. And I was screaming from the mountaintop, she's a lunatic. Nobody listened. Oh well.
If only I had known. And so we dated for a few months.
But okay, isn't Review Tech USA also kind of a lol cow though? Or like he has a lot of
he's known as lol cow. Becky was more of a created lol cow. Like she had appeared on Lol Live for dating him, Rich RTU, who's a lol cow. But he like denies the extent of their dating, and they have a lot of conflicting stories. Basically everything they say about each other is in total conflict, so it's very confusing.
That's such a complex situation because like, there is a thing of like, you know, spiteful exes come in and they want to fuck shit up for people. Wait, Eternal Mandalore is tagging me in something. Hold on.
Richie is the one who's
Let's keep
I don't want to get too far into the weeds with the entire relationship. I'm going to summarize.
I'm looking for evidence here. I'm looking for evidence of any of the accusations that make against each other, essentially. Because an accusation is an accusation. If it can't be disproven or proven, like at the end of the day, I won't know. I'd have to just base my conclusion off of the other behavior of the person, right? Like if just is this person dependable? Is this person reliable? Does this person have a history of lying, etc.?
What it's like to date Becky.
How is their character over time now that they're out of character? You know what I mean? Now that they're not performing this role, it'll be really telling how she conducts herself as herself without something to fall back on. Because I do think there were true elements of darkness to her too that she leaned into, you know, and me and her have similar things in common. So I can feel myself doing that at times. I could feel her doing that, so I can kind of understand that energy.
Mine too, not to that extent of like, you know, leaking like revenge porn.
Yeah,
but I made mistakes in the beginning of like my online presence. You know, it's like you have to learn the ethics and rules of the internet, and like just you people can do stupid shit. People, no one cares about fat people drama,
especially when they're heartbroken, and yeah, things can get crazy. But I don't want to sweep for anything. But I broadly have a positive opinion of Becky and think she's a good performer, and have been, you know, hoping to work with her in the future.
Titus says the LCU is a bunch of people yelling profanity. just for the sake of yelling profanity there. Uninteresting, screeching clowns.
Now more than
That's
ever.
very applicable to quite a bit of people there. I wouldn't say everybody, some of them, because listen, guys, I think I'm going to do a stream on either Sunday or Monday that I'm really, really excited about. Like, part of me wants to whip it out right now, but I'm like, I want to save it for my next stream because I randomly, once Becky left, I dove more into the LCU and I'm like, is it really going downhill? Is she really going to have an impact on, like, because they talk about how it's over, it's ending, the downfall is coming, the cult is breaking up and all this stuff. And so I went to go like look at the numbers and see what's up. And I was looking at all the different shows and I just randomly started watching an episode of Nerds. I don't know why, but I am so happy that I clicked on it. I am so happy. And I'll tell you why, not because the content was good. The content was horrible. Like, Ruby, it made me feel so much more confident about the streams that we do. Like we're so much better. It's crazy. It's
You think
horrible.
It's
horrible
real,
show.
it's
They just play
It's
like
so
random
bad out there.
clips and like it's just super forced. But like the I don't know the names. I know Zay Zooted. I remember Zay Zooted from the Queen's Trial. And then Zay Zooted, and then there's like this light skinned guy. I don't know his name.
Oh yeah.
You know his name?
And that's one of the better chemistries on shows is them.
No, Ruby. No, or maybe yes, because maybe the other ones are
Compared
bad.
to now, oh god, it's so bleak. It's so bleak.
I've
been a
never
struggle.
seen a more awkward chemistry in my entire life.
That's so bad.
And I'm like, I feel mean even saying this. I feel like I don't want the dude to watch like my stream on Law Hunters. I don't want him to watch it because I've been where he's been and I've like been awkward in the same way that he has. Like I'm not, but like the amount of awkwardness that man has is like so like just the secondhand discomfort, like it makes it almost unbearable to watch Ruby. Like if you say one thing to him, like he just talks and doesn't shut the fuck up. And then finally Zay will say something of like, hey, can we so I can play this clip? And he threw like a whole tantrum about it and like and just like drug it out way like it was awkward. He looked annoying and like unself-aware. And he could have just, you know, after she told him to shut up, like he could have just been like, yeah, okay, let's move on. But instead, he like wanted to save himself after like that awkward moment. Like he couldn't let it go. Like his ego was just like destroyed by that. And so for like the next 10 minutes, like he kept on just trying to make excuses for like why he was talking so much. And like it was so awkward and just like the insecurity just oozes out. Like he's like, it seems like he's very terrified of getting fired and not being entertaining enough and therefore trying too hard because the way that it works in that universe is that like there's just such high standards, you know, and it's like they're just operating in fear essentially.
It's just a high standard that there has to be insane conflict or ADHD stupid Keem can't follow and doesn't find it interesting. That's the reality. Anytime I've been enjoying a show and they would have like a moment of an interesting conversation, but because Keem is too low IQ to fucking understand it, he'll call in and be like, you guys are boring. Be entertaining. Be entertaining. And if you want to know how to kill the creativity, kill the vibe, kill any...
No. Just puts the pressure.
It's just scream at someone to be entertaining. Fuck off. That sucks.
Guys, this soup is so fucking good. I have to tell you all right now. If you want a good vegetarian soup, look up Deborah Madison's lentil vegetable soup, okay? But don't use veggie. I mean, for me, I'm not actually vegetarian, so I use chicken bone broth. And this shit is so amazing. So
Lentils
amazing. Yeah, it's just like this constant pressure. Be entertaining, be interesting. Oh my god. And it's like they can't have, and it's like, and it just creates this like super like try hard personality.
They're just eating hot sauce like it's crazy. It's crazy.
And then just begging for my $50. You know,
It's like, whoa,
dude. See, but Jeremy, here's the thing: is that I feel confident saying some stupid shit like that, right? I feel confident I can maintain my viewership. I'm not gonna get yelled at by anybody if I go on a little deviation about my vegetable soup. Okay, that's the part
Exactly.
that's the privilege that I have that these people do not.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby,
Exactly, and that's why I am happy to be independent. But Grace is looking to get back under that Keem. That is all appealing to her. I mean, I guess it's a step up from Ben to be pimped out by Keem.
Let's see.
Yeah, in every way. I guess so. Reach for the stars, baby.
Wait, first, let's see. Okay, wait. I want to finish this. I need to be educated on Becky. So let's see if there's any evidence on this.
This will just kind of
There we go. That's the real her.
set the tone for what to expect from this person who we're about to observe.
But that doesn't even mean anything. That just means those people are playing the long game. It
I'm
doesn't
the
mean
penis
anything
pisser.
based on how they treat
The
somebody.
Jocelyn donated $5 to super chat.
It just
Right? It's
You're
true.
sociopath, Becky. What they're gonna get from Desi? What the fuck you think they're gonna get from Desi other than friendship?
Oh, this video sucks. I need something succinct. Becky Boop Revenge. Okay, can we find like a short of this? Oh my god. Guys, can somebody send me like something, please, of this? Because I'm not watching that whole video on stream. Oh, why am I not signed into YouTube now? Weird. Wait, hold on. Yeah, let's watch this. Let's watch what Mandalorian's saying. 'Cause he said, Ava, let Ruby know we knew of Grace begging for her job back because not too long ago, Keem was recasting for one of the shows. She used some alt Discord account and paid to get up on the panel with drawings all over her head and shit again, like when Ben was arrested, and sat there begging him on stream. I found the stream. Is it 33 minutes? This is really embarrassing.
Tonight on Lolcow Live.
I'm like, you can't get rejected, become a detractor, and then beg to like be back into the universe, bro. It just makes the grift so obvious.
Nope.
Here we go.
Anything like I'm all for like taking people seriously when they're telling you like, hey, I don't feel good. I'm not in a good headspace. You know, it's better to help people now while they're here before they're not here. But at the same time, none of her actions has told me that she is going to sit there and be anything more than doing this for money.
Juana, could you turn on your camera?
Yes, 1 second.
Why'd we kick Asher's?
Please take me. Don't kick me. Please take me back. Please, please, please. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please.
She begged again more recently. I'm not talking about that. That was from like months ago, bruh. We're talking about, no, this was just posted on the LolCow Live Twitter. I'm sorry, it wasn't Keemstar's Twitter, it was the LolCow Live Twitter. I'm pretty sure I found it. Hold up.
Yeah, let's see.
And, oh, God.
Oh, what have you done with the Pink Pony Club? Na, 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 na. Okay, LolCow Live.
Did he delete it?
Twitter.
Dude, I have screenshots. I mean, I can send you. Am I crazy? Like, I can send
Twitter
you
is
a screenshot of the initial tweet.
It's weird because like not everything shows up like in the feed. Yeah, he must have deleted it. I wonder why.
Deleted it. I'll send you. I have the full picture. Hold on.
Yeah, send it on Discord. Send it on Discord.
Okay, let me post it on the Discord. Bro, thank God I clipped that shit.
But guys, today is a RuValoCon fundraiser stream. So if you do donate, which no pressure to, but if you would like to donate to support the trip, all of the proceeds for today will be going to paying for the trip. So just keep that in mind. Let's see it. Okay, she's sending it in Discord right now. Let's see this.
I just posted it in your Discord.
Oh yeah, Pavilion. Let me get you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh
damn! I must have just deleted that, bro.
Why would he delete it? Is my question.
Good question.
Okay. Oh damn! Oh, he wrote a whole paragraph too.
Maybe that's why. Maybe Brant got a little jealous. I don't know.
I would.
He's like, "Why are you popping off on some bitch, sweetie?"
I was constantly. So this is Keem voice. I was constantly lied to behind the scenes about various things that didn't even matter. Lying just to lie. There was no loyalty or respect. There was nonstop slander to my brand and my employees. Grace made it clear she wasn't trying to build Lol Cow Queens. Her goal was to build her own channel. I was put in a situation where it was... Okay, but let's be real. That is kind of everybody's goal. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm not even sharing the screen. I got you. Rookie move. My bad. Grace made it clear she wasn't trying to build Lol Cow Queens. Her goal was to build her own channel. Why would anybody... Okay, this is the thing, and I can't believe I'm sweeping for Grace right now. Because I'm not sweeping. The lying and all that shit, absolutely inexcusable, and I do agree with Keem on that. But, like, bro, nobody gives a fuck about working for some... Like, how big of a cut does he take? Why would you want to help build that? Yeah, but who the fuck wants to say where somebody's taking 50% of the donos? And this is why I think that Becky, if Becky can successfully build her universe, like, people are going to be very attracted to that, because she was talking about how she has a lot more like ethical standards of being a quote unquote employer, you know, of saying that, yeah, you can keep
she
on
encourages
the
outside
donos.
growth. Yep, she encourages outside channels to grow. So she's doing things. It's not going to be like a copy situation. Even to join the Discord is only $1.99. So, you know, she's going to be trying different things. But yeah, this is interesting, and that he deleted this. But I guess I understand, because it's like, wait, why are you typing paragraphs about Grace right now? It is kind of like, why? It is a little interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think it is. It's to get at Becky, because who else is he going to be like, oh, I have someone else for the job, maybe?
Well, it's because I think she sent this DM and just triggered him. I don't know. Because then he says, I was put in a situation where it was impossible to do business with Grace. And even though I have been proven, and it will always be impossible, no matter who you are, no matter who the fuck you are, you will not ever be able to successfully do business with your camera froze. Really weird spot. But no matter who the fuck you are, it's always gonna be her dad, like, pulling behind the scenes, trying to, like, Becky was talking about how she wants to, like, meet up with, she's like, I'm still down to do like a Lynx and Grace meetup, and I'm like, bitch, Ben is going to pop up like a goddamn Jack in the, like, those little boxes that you wind up and then the little clown pops out, Jack in the Box, you know, like the real Jack in the Box, not the restaurant. He's gonna pop up like that out of nowhere and do some freaky weird shit, try and start, like, I don't even know, like, he's gonna get her into a corner and start questioning her about her childhood trauma or something.
Always ends up with mommy, daddy, your mommy,
You know,
you have daddy issues.
Theory that I heard is that someone that I trust very much and has very good insights into the Thorpes thinks that Ben's whole mommy issues thing is actually a cover-up for the fact that he has daddy issues. Hey, baby. He has daddy issues. And he doesn't, because that's what he projects onto everybody else. He always wants to tell everybody else that they have daddy issues, you know? And so it's like...
Well, he projects both. But yeah, primarily daddy issues. If you don't love him, that means you have daddy issues. It's basically...
Well, yeah, but I think that he has them because it makes sense, too. Because he said that his dad, like, there are instances of him talking about how his dad was somewhat similar of the type of, like, predator, allegedly, that Ben is. And, like, there's, like, some weird, like, I'm not even gonna get into that right now, but
dude, Ben was projecting so hard on Patience, right down to calling Patience a PDF.
Are you serious?
That was a little not, like, yikes. It's just, like, projecting, and it's not even, like, personalized to the individual they're fighting with anymore. He's just like, replace him saying you're with him saying I'm. He's describing himself over and over and over. Desperate, destitute, broke, disgusting, PDF file, abusive, like everything he's calling other people. It is him.
I'm so weird to comment Patience, dude. What the fuck has he even done? Like, what did he even do? What? I wasn't watching your stream today because I was watching Joy be all, like, drunk on Healthy Family Force.
Patience went to make peace. That's the funniest part. He went to make peace, and he made a comment about how he deleted all the diss tracks he made against the Thorpes, and he doesn't want his music to be about that. And he said he didn't want to waste the beats on the track, and that triggered the fuck out of the Thorpes because they were like, "What do you mean waste a track? Like waste beats on us? Like how is that a waste? Like
because any attention for narcissists is like negative or positive. It's attention, and it's a W for them. So that's fucking hilarious. They're like,
well, he
"Hey,
said he's
once
going
we
no
get back
contact
out."
now, so
Good for him. And then Ben called him a pedo.
yep. Multiple times
Why? Like,
with no
why?
evidence whatsoever.
What's the basis for that? Because, dude, I'll have men saying hella creepy shit. Like Rich from HFF, he said so much weird stuff, like alluding to like having a very weird mindset about, you know, sexual relations with children, like defending people that are really creepy towards like, you know, young teenage girls. And I've never gone as far to call him a PDF because that is a very extreme allegation. Like, you have to be careful with your words.
Yeah, it's all based on the fact that they think his music is childlike, and he smokes weed. There's nothing. All they said was that Ben even admitted it's only because his music reminds him of Barney, and he backed up the PDF allegations, but then he got heated again and just started screaming like PDF at him, basically. It was interesting.
Oh, PC came on your panel?
Yeah, because
Was
someone...
I
don't think he was worming around. I thought I was asking him fairly direct questions about the Rejects channel and why he keeps doing this. And, you know, it wasn't, he said some stuff about his family that I don't know what to make of it, but I don't know. I don't really care about that. OBC.
Anyways, this is the Grace thing again, guys. Which I guess she DM'd because Keem posted about. When did Keem post this tweet?
It was
that
at
was in December.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, maybe that's why. How did you just find that?
Oh wow, that was an epic fail on my part. It was just on my timeline. Oh my god. What?
Ruby!
That makes more sense, but still. All right, an L from the past.
Well, it's not
throwback,
fake news, but it's just old news, I guess.
It's just old news.
This was, yeah, it's very random.
Who tagged me in this shit? Fucking me up.
Yeah, who tagged you? Let's start war with them.
I know.
Who was that? Hit the link now, y'all. Hit the motherfucking
hit the link. I dare you.
Whoever sent that, we have a confrontation. All
right. Well, I got sidetracked by that, but I do think it's interesting that they're all going to be in Charleston at the same time as us, and I think that's why Brantley thinks we're like, or specifically that I'm up to something, and that's what Keem keeps alluding, and that's why he's going all out on, you know.
What would we possibly be up to? What would you be up to? Like
think like a paranoid narcissist. Think like a paranoid narcissist. I don't know, right? He thought that Popstar was working with the Thorpes to like infiltrate. You know, he's paranoid, dude.
He's just making shit up for content. I mean, if anything, that's just gonna be giving you attention when he like, you know, when they're doing their party or whatever. If they stream it, like they're gonna be talking about, oh, where's Ruby? Is Ruby gonna be coming around the corner? Like, I don't know. That's just stupid because he's giving you attention.
Keem is definitely, he's
bringing more people to your channel, and then more people just like see the truth and weirdness about him and his universe.
Exactly.
So, I summed it up by saying,
the reason that was on my timeline, and I thought it was current because Keem said that she was in his DMs begging for her job back. That was said like a day ago.
Well, dude, I mean, they don't. The facts that they're
just more sweeping for myself on why I thought it was more plausible to believe that was recent, because I've heard that. I don't know why that was on my timeline from so long ago, but regardless.
Well, intellectual, religious debater, Catholic, you know, Boston College graduate, much better than us, much more qualified than us. You know, used to be a teacher, got fired for doing some weird creepy shit, but still, Ben Thorpe is now making his content about Becky Boop and Tina. Now, me and Ruby, this is more our field, okay? Did you go to college? Did I go to college? Or do we claim to be intellectuals? No. No, we don't. We like the drama. We like the fucking, you know, maybe a little bit of psychoanalysis, whatever. We're
not here for that, baby. Don't get it twisted.
Content, okay? Like, in the sense of, like, I am not an intellectual that is, like, thoroughly, truly educating anyone, or, you know, like, has these revolutionary ideas and debates and whatever, okay?
Not here.
Ben
I don't want it.
claims that. Ben is into that. That's his whole thing. So, like, we're not doing literally a few weeks ago, they said we're not doing the drama anymore. You know, we're doing, like, our Puke Fidel, Pugio Fiddle.
Oh yeah, I don't get the Pugy Fiddle, Pugy Fiddler. Wait, that sounds like Fiddler. That sounds PDF related. Wait.
Ooh, wait, what is it? PFP. We're just missing the D. We're just missing the D there. But yeah, they were doing this fucking shit.
That's how they link up, you know, is through little codes like that. So I think. I mean, do we have to spell it out for your chat?
By the way, everybody, change your passwords because we just had the biggest. Oh shit! What the fuck? Wait. Everyone should change their password. Why is my thing not changing?
Shut up! Thank you, Mike, for the $2. Ruby needs to meet the Minar.
Oops. Guys, don't tell me I changed my password.
What
the fuck?
Bro, I'm perpetually locked out of everything.
I changed my password and now it's not working.
See, guys, we're proving to you. Don't come to us with the answers about the universe or the war or geopolitical things. Like, we're just not there yet. Okay, I get that we give the energy of celebrities who are educated, but like, chill on that. Okay, like, just work with us where we're at.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got a little patience impromptu.
Bitch. Oh, that's no good. I changed my password and I forgot it. This is the fucking issue, dude, of like all of these data leaks are getting out of control. And the biggest data leak ever of like there was like from Google just happened. So
great. I'm never gonna get
my password. Now I forgot it, I guess. Let's see. Grace Docs random chatter's legal name. Who posted that?
Yep.
Was that you that posted?
Oh yeah, and they were like yelling my legal name last night after being offended that people associate them with doxing. They decided to double on by just doxing more people. And then Grace's excuse was, well, you shouldn't have told your full name to a YouTuber and then fucked with them. That's what that
I can't even remember. What was I about to search now? I can't even remember what I was going to search. Or why I was logging into YouTube. Let me reread the chat here, see if that brushes it up. I something. Oh yeah, Ben is overqualified. Oh yeah, dude, this is like their like intellectual channel.
Oh yeah.
Pugio Fidel. This dude was once debating fucking Andrew Wilson. He was once debating Andrew Wilson actually doing something interesting and important.
Didn't he
and
pay
now,
for
like,
that debate, or is that fake news?
Loser. I don't know. But now he's like doing fucking Becky Boop coverage. Like, did you ever think you would be here in life, Ben? Like, that's the most fail of like a boomer man that I could ever imagine. Imagine being a fucking.
He thinks it's
boomer.
God inspired. He went on a whole spiel about how he thinks God is placing him to watch Becky Boop right now, and he doesn't know why.
Like,
he's doing some.
Minar is kind of a one-trick pony. That's the issue. Minar's a one-trick pony, and it could be interesting. I wanted to get Minar.
Okay, when you said meet the Minar, I was like, what the fuck is that? Meet the Minar? I was like, what phrase is that? Like, but now I remember.
Hey.
Hi guys. Welcome our beautiful angels.
How are you guys?
We're good. Oh, he's mad. One trick pony. What is
Oh no!
I haven't been listening. I really just got home.
All of your debates just go back to defending abortion, though. Like, let's be real. Or not defending abortion, like being mad about abortion. Like, anytime anyone questions you about anything, you just go back to, well, what about the abortion? What about the killing of the babies? You gotta admit, that's what you do. That is what you do. But,
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I just tuned in. I just got home. I had to finish, setting up, doing the things that I had to do. But what's going on? What are you guys talking about?
We're just talking about the LCU and then like shitting on the Thorpes. We can't help ourselves, dude.
Yeah, a whole bunch of shit that I absolutely don't want to talk about.
Yes.
Let's move on and let's get into my favorite segment.
But you should talk to Patience. He's going no contact with the Thorpes. They really went out on him earlier, so I was kind of reacting to that. But everyone else is they're evil to everyone. But Patience, I do want him to connect with other people who are also like positive and not bullshit, because he's only seen that one side of YouTube and it sucks.
Right. No, I've seen him on other people's panels, and he seems cool enough. And if he ever came over, I would definitely let him up on the panel. But I just, I don't know anybody, so they're gonna have to come find me because I don't know what to do. But I didn't have also Ava. I know that we were supposed to be making your logical fallacy or your quote. I didn't couldn't find anything.
Put that there for the trip. Hold on. That's
okay. And guys, oh, sorry. We all started talking. See, girl, mind alike, guys. I was just gonna say before the conversation continues. Always like me, I'm always promoting. Like the video, subscribe if you're new here. To me, Ava, Ruby, we appreciate you guys. Anybody who's donated so far. The Ruvalo Girls trip is coming up and soon. Don't worry about it. And yes, no, guys,
dude, so fucking soon. So fucking soon.
So soon. That's what I'm saying. No, actually, Mooncake asked me when the the dates were, but I was on stream, so I was like, oh, I can't tell you, but just be looking out within the next, however long we can. I was trying to hold my mouth. I'm like, listen, we can't tell details. There's too many weirdos out, that will come hunt us down. So we got to keep everything on the down low.
For real.
We do have an update about the trip, though, is that now 2 out of 3 of us have secured swimsuits. We've upgraded. We're getting serious here, guys. We have our outfits planned and shit. We are ready to.
No, stop, guys. I got an outfit in today, and it's so fucking cute. Exactly how I wanted it to be, and just perfect. So I'm glad. You guys don't realize the trip really is coming up fast as fuck, and we're gonna hopefully just get through these next couple of weeks, because I know I've been doing hella shit. I've been super busy. That's why I haven't been streaming or anything. And that's literally what I'm looking forward to. That's what I have going to look forward to. So
right. Now, what have you, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to, but what have you been busy with? Are you doing work stuff or?
It is work stuff. I've been, getting obviously my life together, just, personal life, trying to just figure out what I want to do. And I have gotten to that point, but now it's the kind of consistency, making sure that you wake up every day, do it, don't give up type shit. And I've been on it. So I've just been trying to lock in. You know what I mean? How you might try to lock in for 3 to 6 months. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to lock in for the summer, still have my fun, of course, with my girls and, whatever, whatever, but I still want to lock in, get to work and just make money.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shout out to Titus.
Do you know what you what you want to do career wise?
I still don't know exactly what long future term career I want, just because I still do think that 24 is a decent age just to still be somewhat on the fence, as long as you're trying, putting the effort in to figure out what you want your career to be, you're making the right moves, but once I get to 30, hopefully I would know by then. But at the same time, when I think of occupations in the world, nothing really just excites me, I just imagine when people work at places for 30, 40, 50 years, and I'm like, how physically can you do that? I
don't do that anymore. People don't do that. They switch their careers. They have multiple sources of income. It's so different than how it used to be, where people did get this education of this consistent, but
I definitely agree. And I do have the work ethic for that, but it's like I'd rather be, having my own shit, literally being my own boss, making my own schedule, making my own money, and working on my own time. Like I just can't work for other people. That's just what it is. And when I do work for myself, just know I am okay. Okay. That's all. That's everyone needs to know.
That's good, dude. I feel the same.
I appreciate you though for asking.
I do not understand my coworkers who have been working as a bartender or whatever the fuck they're doing, a manager, anything. 5 years. One of them's been at the company for 5 years. One of them has been there for even longer. And I'm like, how do you not I get bored of every single job that I've had. I end up switching usually after 6 months. I've been here.
My max is 3 to 4 years, and then I'm out. I can't.
Did we shout out Titus really quick? Shout out to Titus for the $10.
Yeah. She said Ben paid $1,000 to Andrew Wilson to rhetorically beat his ass in public. Did he? Because, dude, I saw that and
I've been hearing that. I thought they admitted that they paid for that. But he wasn't actually good in debate. He never had. That's a lot. He was never a good debater. That's all facade. Sometimes I doubt that he even actually has a master's degree. Sometimes because it's he doesn't really seem to actually have the chops.
I feel honestly, he probably could have a master's degree, but it just depends on whatever you do with it. Obviously, if he does,
it's got to be worse in every class, so he probably just skated by.
Ruby,
Minar, I'm not. This isn't an open panel. I'll send you the link in a little bit, Minar. But right now we're just focusing on.
Yeah, right now it's just the ladies. We gotta sync up, okay?
Yeah, oh, guys, are we not?
I'll send it to you in a little bit, though. I'll send it to you in a little bit. Okay.
Are we not so excited for the trip? I not only yes, I want to go to the beach and obviously just see you guys and hang out, but I just can't wait to just walk around downtown and do our activities and just have the chat help us figure out what the fuck we're gonna do for the days. It's gonna be fun.
I need it, dude. I need it.
Definitely. We all need a vacation, honestly, at this point, because I feel like we've all been going through it a little bit. For real.
Dude, seriously. And I know it's going to be amazing. I'm excited to hang out with you guys. And I'm excited to just hang out at the Airbnb. I don't know. I just think we're going to. Sorry, I'm not going to be too much of a. All right, we're going to be out. We're going to be in the world, people. But, as it gets hotter, the reality of hotness and summer, I start experiencing it, and I'm, I'm excited that we have an Airbnb.
No, guys, we damn near have everything booked and ready to go. Like Ava said, two of us got our bathing suits, our outfits together. We're getting everything packed and ready. I like to be, a couple weeks ready. I want to make sure all my outfits that I am going to be wearing is already in its little suitcase or whatever you want to say. No, because I'm so excited. I'm gonna get the most girliest I can for you guys because I never get to go anywhere or dress up, so it's that would be perfect timing to do that.
Same. Yeah, same. It's the first time I've been skinny in the summer, so I'll be finally feeling good about being in a bikini. So I'm ready to get
clean, skinny, and rich.
Dude.
Dude, I'm ready to. You know what I'm most ready for is to practice my riz, bro. To practice my approaching people and being able to just talk to random strangers because I did have an experience in the gym today where I went out and I'm going to need the pressure of the chat and people donating or some shit like that just to be able to actually approach a man because dude, literally I had the perfect situation at the gym today. There's been this fine ass Korean. I need to find
she said fine ass Korean. Wait, you can't put the mic down after that. We need the details.
And I usually am never into typically it's not my type, but this man is so jacked in a non-steroid way. He just you can tell it's just genetically he's jacked like that. Gummy Froggy. Thank you for the 10.
Gummy, shout out to you.
We love Gummy. Thank you. The best
no,
username.
bro.
Shout out to Lo and Ruby. I thought Ava was Sabrina Carpenter in the thumbnail. Shut up. Don't even glaze me like that.
Dude, I can see that. I can see that. Actually, I could totally see that. And she's been looking lately, so.
The boyfriend thing is not really.
Not
We're still like
existent.
When one
still, like,
ex leaves, another
Yeah.
re-enters the equation. So don't worry, we will
No.
have at least one
We've
toxic ex situation going at once.
we've
I think that
broken
we
up,
just
but like we're still living together because like rent and he has to find a new place. So I don't know. I'm in like this weird like limbo period. But I'm like, I'll get dudes. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna like actually take action on anything yet because we are still like living together and whatnot. But and obviously if I did, it would just be like a rebound. But I am going to, set myself up for success in my single future. And this guy, let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me look up Jacked. Wait.
She's about to try to
Foreman,
find
you are
the
the epitome
doppelganger
of
or gym crush.
awkwardness. Foreman, who literally just sits and breathes heavily for 5 viewers, has so much to say about every stream I've been on today. Guess what you've been doing, Foreman? Watching me since the moment I woke up till now. How awkward is it? It must be rough, dude. But I'm glad we can be an escape for you. A safe
Are you gonna
space.
show us like the actual picture of the crush, or this is just a doppelganger?
I'm not gonna.
Oh,
I'm not
shit.
about to take a creep. Like pretty similar to like what he looks like,
Mhm.
but he's so friendly. He's like literally one of the most friendly people at the gym, and like that just makes somebody so attractive to me. Like if you can just go up and talk to anybody, and it's like he's like friends with all the dudes there, and just like very outgoing, considerate, and kind, and like that's just a huge
So have
green
you
flag.
talked to him personally?
So here's what happened today. Is I'm like at the what is it, the leg curl machine, and like somebody had their sweatshirt on it, but like I asked the person, I'm like, is somebody using this? Or they're like, and the person said, no, I think they just left their sweatshirt there because it's been empty for a while. And so I just like moved the sweatshirt to the side, started doing my leg curls, and then this dude who I've been eyeing for, I mean, I thought he was cute. Obviously, I wouldn't take action on it, but I thought he was cute. And then he finally comes up to me and he was just like, oh, how many sets do you have left? Whatever. And I was like, dude, that was the perfect opportunity. And like we had like a friendly, like tiny little exchange. I'm like, that literally would have been the perfect opportunity for me to just be like, oh yeah, like I've seen you around. What's your name, by the way? Like my name's
Damn,
Ava,
you didn't even get his name.
I know, I'm such a coward. I am such a fucking coward.
You didn't even get his name, Ava. You
I
gotta
know. And
Listen.
he's so friendly. He's so easy to talk to. Like it wouldn't have been awkward or anything. Like
You'll get him next time. You'll get him next time.
I will. I think next time I'm gonna have to go up to him or like purposefully like shoot like go.
Well,
on
we're all
anything.
invested now, so yes, you
Yeah, I
absolutely.
agree. Like at this point, since you've already talked to him, you know, it's not that awkward anymore. It might be awkward asking like his name and going up to him itself, but ultimately, I feel like you can do it. Come on, now, you're a strong girl. You got this.
I know, it's crazy too because like in the industry, live stream it. Should I live stream my my? Oh my god, maybe I'll.
Dude, you should be like the reverse for like the guys that would go make women uncomfortable, like grabbing their ass run away. You'll be the female version of that.
Hey, he might like the goofy sense of humor.
Hey, baby.
He might
I
like
didn't
that.
see the ring. He does look a little. I mean, it's hard
Dude,
to tell how old Asians are. Like when I met, like I
True.
still forget that Get Crack is 45 because he looks so much younger to me. Like
Wait, why am I
most
like dropping my
Asians-
jaw like
Yeah.
I've seen his face? I guess he must sound younger. I just assumed
His
he was
voice
younger.
sounds younger, yeah. But like W Ava, you buck tooth head. Yeah, bitch. But no. Fuck was like, yeah, basically like I don't think he has a ring, but I can't tell how old he is, dude. I can't tell at all. But to be that jacked, I feel like it's gotta take like 8 years at least. 7, 8
Yeah.
years.
I mean, he could be in his late 20s, early 30s if he doesn't look that old, you know?
I think he's 30s. Yeah. But and
I
then
mean,
and then I was
what's like the oldest that you would date?
35. I wouldn't go past 35. I feel like there's too much of a cultural difference.
Interesting.
And men get ugly. I'm sorry, y'all. Like it's a fucking myth. It is such a fucking myth that like women get less desirable with age, but men get more desirable. Whoever said that is so
Fake
full of shit.
news.
So hard because, dude, I have never ever found a man above the age of 40 attractive. Never. Like,
I agree with that, but ultimately, I have seen some fine ass dilfs. I'm not about to lie, and it's not like, oh, I want that or something, because I feel it with like the age gap and the whatever difference. But you know, I've seen some fucking 50-year-olds that look in their 30s, and I'm like, okay, sir, okay, you know, we love to see it.
If they look younger, then it's like permissible, you know. But it's like if they look their actual age,
right?
Can't get behind it.
It depends though, because you could still definitely like, I don't know. There's guys who are my age, like in their 30s, and you can tell the ones who lived like little hoodlums out drinking every night, being a fuckboy, they're lonely and miserable and aging terribly. And then all the like, you know, kind of goofy guys who got roasted or whatever, but they like settled down. They've got the wife, they've got the kids, they've got the car, they've got the house. Interesting.
It is interesting,
but it depends. It affects their aging. Looks different.
No, I feel like people's attitudes definitely affect your aging. Like if you're just miserable and a bitch all the time, like you're just definitely not gonna have the looks when you get older. That's why I'm trying to be happy all the time, because I know smiles make wrinkles, they say, but I don't give a fuck. If I got smiles from wrinkles, I'd rather have that than, you know, like wrinkles down here.
I don't mind the like eye things, but I
know, what do you get if you're frowning?
The nasolabial folds, which everyone's like labial folds.
I think that my red light, dude, you got to get a new face microcurrent mask, because I think it's working for me. I think it is working. I haven't
Is
been
that
like
the LED one? I
was gonna ask
I've been getting a little bit back into skincare.
So do you like use you know, a moisturizer to go over that before you put that thing on your face, or you just put it straight directly on your face?
I don't know if there's any correlation, but I have noticed like there was one night when because I have like this what is it called, the hydro, whatever the main like moisturizer is that everybody uses, like the active ingredient starts with an H, I can't remember. I do that and I mix it with I can't believe my mind is blanking on that right now, but I mix it with hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid, bitch. That's what it is.
It can be topical and injected, right?
Yes, they use it in fillers too, but it's also topical moisturizer. Mix that with the tretinoin, okay? Tretinoin, the holy grail of skincare. Reese from Philly has.
I use just a regular, the CeraVe retinol when I remember, but my main thing has just been sunblock. My mom always told me to wear sunblock.
And sunscreen, yes. But then when I put the red light mask on after, I did feel like a weird tingly sensation. Like, and I felt like it was like solidifying like the tretinoin and the HA into my skin. So
bro, I want to get one. I know they're like mad expensive. They're like a couple $100. My friend has one, right?
He said
that's worth it. But it's actually
I'm fibbing.
I think I don't know. I've seen them a couple times. What'd you say, Ava?
Reese for the Cash App says, I am 55, no wall. Reese does look good. Reese looks very good for his age. It's like that. I guess maybe there's like a different. We'd have to set a standard like based off of race. Like I want to date a white guy that's over 35. Maybe a black guy can go to 40. Asian guy can go to 40. Whatever the age better. But
okay, yeah. Shout out to Reese though for the Cash App. Oh my gosh, that's not. I mean, it makes sense though, because Asian people and Black people's like skin really don't, you know, age as fast as other races. Like that's what I would have to say.
Well, you know what it is? I think that I've cracked like the code for my like obsessive fucking like anti-aging observations of people. Is that like Black people and Asian people, they have more facial volume. And so, because like as you get older, you're like you lose the volume, and it's like that.
Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying.
Be, like built-in filler that they have, and so like
more like neotenous like features, more like childlike features.
Yeah, and like Middle Eastern chicks,
and
like,
also just the like melanin, I guess, the way it absorbs like vitamin D, and it's a different experience than being like, you know. Yeah, I think we're both kind of like Irish, so we have to be like hypersensitive. Like if that's the thing. Like if I tanned all the time, like it would just be like football leather right now. Like I have to, I can't tan and smoke. It's got to be one.
Oh my, yeah, Ruby, you can't be tanning. That
yeah, it's got to be one.
Like this,
and I don't do it. I just get red.
Like her face is like a little bit like she has a chubbier face. Like she does like makeup tutorials for like chubbier face, but I'm like, dude, this is why she looks so good and she aged so good. Because I think that she's like a little bit older, but like it's
Right.
just covers the because like youthful people and like younger people, they have chubbier faces. So pretty. She's so pretty, dude, and she gets so much hate from like all these like Muslim guys in the comments because she used to like cover her face. And like I was like doing like a deep dive on like Islam last night, and like she used to like cover up more, but now she wears like, because dude, her body is snatched. Like she looks fucking good. And I'm like, I don't think if she stopped covering her face and she started wearing like these like tighter
Get
dresses.
ready with me to flamenco private party that if you're into Islamic
I mean, it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't even matter who you are on any type of social media. Like, you're definitely gonna get hate. And
Yeah,
from
like, bro,
being
she's
in
all
Muslim
covered.
culture, definitely.
She's all covered. It's just that, like, it's somewhat like it's like not super loose, so
Right.
you can kind of see her.
And I guess
shape.
the neck you can see, and the neck can be definitely.
The neck is
Well-
controversial with these people.
Thank you, Steve.
Well, just know, guys, I will be bringing umbrellas for us on the beach, because I'm like, when it comes to the beach, I am so just bougie. Like, I need my chairs, I need my umbrella, I need maybe a cooler just to make sure I always have a cold drink. Like, I'm not playing around. Fuck no, because I don't know how people just go to the beach and shit just straight in the sand. No shade, no towel, maybe a towel, but even so, like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know.
No, I don't. I have serious issues with Islam. I would never join Islam. I feel like it is like very misogynistic religion. But like, I mean, I just like this chick for who she is, like not her religion. But like all these people in the comments of like almost all of her shorts, like I always find one comment like this of like, and this is another reason why I would never convert to Islam, is because you can never do enough or be enough for these people. Like just her having wearing something somewhat form-fitting, or having like a tight sleeve on her arm where you can like somewhat even see the outline of like her boobs or whatever, just because she's a very beautiful woman. And this person says, I don't know what happened in the process and what could you do to change, but I miss the old Fatima who had the pure glance and who was pleasantly calm and beautiful. Don't mind what I'm saying, but your old you was more beautiful, more modest, more badass.
Wow.
And they like, bro, there's one of those on like every video unless she deletes them. Rage bait.
Yeah, that's just unnecessary comments. Like,
it's never enough. It's just like yesterday. Was it yesterday on your stream with fucking Tough Guy calling you a prostitute? Like that dude triggers the fuck out of me. Like if you ever want to troll me, just get Tough Guy involved, dude, because like I will come up and argue with that motherfucker.
listen, no, Tough Guy and me and you arguing yesterday was actually ridiculous. Like, and I know we weren't tripping because you're just disrespectful as fuck, and I'm not dealing with that shit. Like, Ruby, you missed out on it. You missed out.
I know. I'm like, wait, what?
Do you not remember when you and him got into an argument and Ruby literally got onto the ground and put her hands up in the air and was like, I submit, I submit. That was one of my favorites.
I submitted, but he is kind of he's an absolute buffoon. He was hard to interact with, so all I could do was just.
It was really stupid. He views literally everything in the world as like pimping and hoeing. Like he views everything through that lens. It's very like reductionist and just like stupid, that all that you can base your opinions on is like your very limited life experience, and like projecting like this weird pimp and hoe dynamic that like most people never live in. Is like not like an overarching theme in society, but like somehow everything is like prostitution, and like it's just, dude, it's so weird.
No, and I've told him before when he's come up on my panel, like multiple times actually, that I don't want to have this conversation with you, and he insists every single time he comes back up, oh well, everything ends with this and that, like you said, pimps and hoes, whatever. And I'm just like, I don't need any game on pimps and hoes. I'm just living a regular life, a regular person. That's it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But he like tried to call me.
And they just get really weird with it.
He tried to call me. He was like, "Oh, well, you're dealing with, or you're within prostitution." Like, what the fuck did he say? I don't even know. Something to do with prostitution. Like he was
No,
like,
he
you're
said,
on.
he said that
Go
you're
ahead.
engaging in prostitution. If you
Yeah,
Jeremy,
that's what I said.
you're not welcome up here, Jeremy, because I'm gonna have to private the stream because you're gonna violate TOS again. You're not welcome to come up on panels if you just flagrantly
Yeah, you ruined
disrespectful.
panel privileges.
You're not that important. You're really
Hard
not
R
that
on my panel like 20 times in a row just to fuck with my channel, dude. And we
Yeah.
are raising money for our trip. So we're not
Yeah.
gonna waste
I don't want to
our
have to private
monetization so you can
stream.
feel edgy. It's really pathetic, dude.
Like, I'm not gonna have to private another stream and then go through and like cut out all the M words and stuff and whatever. Like, he cucked some. I mean, it was also imperious. Like when Moxie was up, like I had to private that stream because so many people were just saying slurs and shit. Just like the blatant disrespect is insane. Like, you're not entitled to be on any platform. You know, like just baseline respect. Like, you can even use replacement words. Use replacement words that sound similar, but you don't need to use the actual slurs, bro. Like, say something that rhymes with it. Even like, I don't give a fuck. But like, oh my god,
I think they want to
it's
get
not
kicked
acceptable.
off because they're just like kind of like popping off and they don't know how to end it while still feeling cool. So then they just run out of things to say. So they just start spamming like things that they'll get kicked off for. I think they do it on purpose.
Who are these people? Like, I'm so confused.
Thank you, Beard Mania, for the players.
Radio Foreman.
Shout out to you, Beard Mania. Thanks, guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like, subscribing if you're new here.
Manar, unmute yourself. Go ahead. You're mad about our Islam.
Foreman,
thing?
he's just a hater and then shut up. Just
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Hi, welcome.
This is not a Nazi salute. Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody?
We're all right. Yeah, we're good. We're excited. We're just doing our little fundraising. Little shit.
No, this is crazy. No, this is crazy. Let me ask you something. Did y'all get your bathing suit yet?
Yes,
What
we
the
did.
hell? Yeah, we all know. You guys said that 100 times.
What do you
No,
think?
I
of,
haven't
bikini versus a burkini. What is your opinion on that?
Let me ask the little girl. Lo,
I would like to wear
what's your opinion? What's your opinion
I don't
about
like
me?
sun exposure. So the
What's your
bikini's up my
opinion?
alley.
What's your opinion, Lo? Me and you one-on-one. What's your opinion? Opinion, me and you one-on-one. What do you think, Lo? Who would win? Lo, who would win? You feminist. You're a feminist, right? Equality for all. Me and you one-on-one. I'm defending my girl, and you're defending your girl, and I want to take both girls. Whoever is winning is getting both girls tonight. Tonight, both girls. He's getting them, huh? You know what I'm doing with them. So who is winning? Which one of us is winning the fight? Me or you, Lo?
Are you okay?
Hello? Oh, what happened to the feminist movement?
Are you okay?
You don't even know who Lo is.
I thought you were strong, equal.
No, wait, I'm just confused.
Right?
Can first off, before like you just continue, I would like you to introduce yourself because I have no idea who you
All
are.
right, welcome to the show. You are in the presence of a very big man. Of a very, very big man. Look, come here. Get up. Let's start the contest, me and you. Let's see. We're equal, right? Me and you are equal. Let's see which one of us is more equal than the other. Come, get up. Let's see who can do more push-ups. Come on.
No, thank you.
Why not? We're equal, me and you.
We are equal. So what's your
we're
point?
equal. Let's do a push-up contest and let's see which one of us wins.
You would win.
Why? We're equal.
I admit defeat. It's okay.
But we're equal.
We are equal, but you would win.
Hey, by the way, if you admit physical prowess defeat, you have to admit intellectual prowess defeat.
Both of them.
That as well? Do you admit that as well?
Both of them.
You admit that as well. So look, okay, now you guys know why Sharia law is necessary. When you determine who's the elite, who's the supremacist.
Manar, you can't just take over the panel. You can't just you got to give people.
I'm just
time
saying,
to
when you know who is the supreme.
I'm gonna kick you off. I'm going to kick you off if you keep interrupting. Okay, you have to let me moderate the panel. You have to let other people have their turn. Okay, Manar, what is going on? You just come on and you're immediately projecting that like.
Go ahead, moderate.
You're projecting that Lo is like, I don't know, you think that she's like this feminist or whatever.
Hey, but what the fuck is going on today? Yo, what the fuck is actually going on? Am I being punked right now? We're being pranked?
No, Ruby, I just brought you back up. By the way. No, this is Manar. Okay, he's a defender of Sharia law, Islam. He's anti-abortion. Very passionate about being anti-abortion, and I guess he just comes up and debates.
I am honestly scared. I don't know how to feel right now.
No, we're equal.
We're equal. I'm equal to you. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm
scared.
You believe she's equal to me?
I'm
Can you believe there's a feminist on earth that believes they're equal to Manar?
I'm scared of you.
In every dimension, in all ways.
No, human endeavor can you accomplish higher than me. Intellectual prowess, physical prowess, personality. I'm funnier than you, by the way. I'm much more funnier than you. Look how beautiful I look. Look how gorgeous I look compared to you. How much makeup did you put on?
You're the superior specimen, aren't you
No,
confident?
I want to know how much makeup did you put on? How much of the 2
I didn't wear any makeup. How much makeup did you put on, bitch?
You look like you finished the bottle. Did you leave any for your sister? God, I know you guys share together because it's
because you're so crazy. What's up?
What a joke. So none of you is cute like me. None of you is strong like me. None of you is smart like me. But you're equal to me. You're equal to me.
Can we do a 360?
You know me.
360.
Let's do a 360, Manar. Let's check the physique out. Let's see.
All you have to do is just stand up and then just 360. Is that too much for your little brain? Good boy.
Ooh, you got some ass.
It's a little too much ass.
It is a little bit too much, honestly. Manar, you got to work on that.
Are you
taking away some?
Are you working out? Because you look a little chunk in the trunk.
That you are a little bit more equal to women here with the voluptuous shape of your ass.
Yeah, and so far as ass, I think he's outwomaning me in the ass. On it, dead ass.
I'm telling you, every human endeavor. I'm telling you, she thinks I'm joking. In every way, in the human
endeavor. I'm joking.
Who has more ass?
What is the height here?
Hold the chat right now.
Who has more ass?
Guys, I am actually dying.
What a joke. What a joke. I literally defeated all three of you. Every human endeavor. Even the one
defeated you. It's okay. It's okay. Welcome.
Let me guess. I can cook. I can cook better than you. Even better. Much spicier lasagna.
Everyone knows that I'm in the kitchen all day cooking up a storm and fresh vegetables. Let me guess.
Do you even know what lasagna looks like?
Barely, because that sounds like a lot of carbs, fatty.
Guys, she doesn't even know how to make a lasagna.
She's vegetarian.
So I also defeated her there.
Hold on. First of all, we do need to read the super chat from Titus. She says
she does have nice teeth, though.
Shut the fuck up, or I will kick you off. Let me read the super chat. Titus with the 10. She says we're all taller than him. Short men are gross. What do you have to say to that?
W Titus. Shout out to you.
What is the height?
Ask him what is short.
Is this short man syndrome? Is that what this is?
Tell him what is short.
They try to get wider. They try to get wide. It's okay.
I say a short guy is like.
Look, low, be careful. I'm already taken. Okay, low, don't reminisce too much about me, please.
Oh,
like, can't you have multiple wives or whatever?
Bro, when I put my hat, she her heart skipped a beat. I saw it.
He has the fat distribution of a woman. I suspect a chromosome. Oh, that's rough, dude. What do you have to say? Titus
he has the fat distribution.
Shout out to Titus.
No, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I'm making a poll right now.
I just made a poll too.
Manar
is winning. 56% says that Manar has more ass.
Wait, let me do my poll, okay? Yours seems to have a bug in it, so let's do my poll because Ava apparently made a poll.
You don't trust Ava's poll? You don't trust Ava's poll?
The results are sounding a little wonky, so just to be safe, I think we
Ruby is so cute. Ruby. Don't worry.
Okay, Manar, you come up here, you're just immediately on attack mode, projecting everybody's stance. You just immediately assume that like we're all feminists when this is actually like I and you know me and I am, so I get why maybe you assume that like these two are, but we actually all fall in different points on the political spectrum. We all have
You're like
our
left
own,
moderate.
our
Well,
own
actually,
opinions.
This is crazy. This is you're hurt. Your feelings are hurt. Right before I came in, you were saying I hate Islam and I hate what it does to these women. You started talking shit about Islam.
I don't know if I said hate.
Your feelings are hurt when I came in. Come on, man. Shut the hell up, man. Don't.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I said hate. I may have, but I don't think I did. I do have some really huge issues with
Ava,
it.
you said a lot.
I do have very huge issues with it. I do. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's freedom of speech. I'm not insulting you personally. People are allowed to have their opinions. Like, don't you literally say that atheists are like the scum of the earth and shit? Like, you say all that. Yeah, you say the atheists are, so you're saying all this shade towards me, but I'm not allowed to insult your religion.
Let me ask you a question, Ava. Why is it wrong to lie?
Why is it wrong to lie? Because I wouldn't want it done to myself. So I presume that I don't think that I should do it. I don't think that other people should do it because I wouldn't like it. And I have human empathy. And I believe in the value of truth.
So because you don't want something done to yourself, therefore no one is in the world allowed to have it or done as well, right?
That's just called the basic social contract theory of morality. Are you trying to bunker down on objective truth?
I think it's like ethics. I think it's
okay. Objective truth, because Allah said so, right? Okay.
No. Here's the idea: this is a flawed way of thinking because
it's a very constant way of moral ethics. If everyone behaved in this way, would this be applicable in a functional society? If everyone behaved as I do now, then I think that's a very reasonable and common ethical worldview.
Ruby, so the problem with your worldview is certain things in the world deserve and need suffering to get it. And without suffering, you cannot have it. The problem is if we believe what you are to say.
I love suffering.
If I don't want something to happen, nothing happens. I mean, this is an extremely subjective view, and maybe with suffering being necessary, you don't like it. Suffering being necessary, you don't want to go to work, but it's necessary for you to pay the bills, or we're going to end up in a very bad outcome. This is the problem with what you're arguing. It's extremely subjective.
I'm not arguing anything. I was just explaining.
Let me give you an example. Ruby. Let's say I'm a monster. Hey, I'm a monster, right? Let's not say that. We already know. But I'm like a mafia boss. So Ava, I'm the king of YouTube. Lying is good for me. I make money when I lie. Cheating is good for me. Hey, nobody can cheat me. You can try to cheat me. I've perfected it. So to me, subjectively, it's
you're saying you conceptually don't understand any ethical worldview that doesn't base around an objective value that's ordained by God, because you're obviously not going to find common ground with an atheist. You're just trying to get an easy dunk, you fucking douchebag.
Titus with the 10 says Muhammad was a PDF. Only birds of a feather flocked to his religion. I know this is a very triggering point for you, Minar, so just hold on a second because I do have the.
Also, my ass is winning by 71% in my poll, so.
Okay, Aisha. So this is Sahih al-Bukhari 5134 in the Hadiths, narrated by Aisha. She says, the Prophet married me when I was 6 years old and consummated the marriage with me when I was 9 years old. Now, this as a basis of her morality feels very questionable to me, and I feel like it kind of like shows that you arguing for Islam to be the basis of your morality versus like secular humanism, empathy, and just basic human decency as empathy. It seems like honestly we have it a little bit better figured out than the Hadiths and the Quran do when it comes to issues like that.
Yeah, that's you presupposing that you know what is moral. For example, I'm gonna bring it back. Is aborting 1,037,000 children a year a moral thing to do?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I'm just asking you. You're presupposing.
No. You are switching the subject right now. You're switching the subject. We're asking about the morality of Islam. Yes, you literally are. That has nothing to do.
I'm showing you that you're presupposing that you're moral. You're presupposing you even know what is moral. Okay, you're asking me, is it a good thing for a 9-year-old to get married? I'm asking you, is it a good thing for 1,037,000 aborted children? We're going to disagree. That's what I'm telling you. None of us, you don't even know what is morality.
Hold on, because let me tell you this, okay?
It's not.
Is that with, hold on, let me respond. With abortion, okay? Okay, if you keep interrupting me, I'm going to drop you off, okay? Listen to this. With abortion, that's a very complicated, complex issue.
Just say yes or no. Is it a good thing or
no? Hold on, because it's very controversial. Okay, I'm gonna take you off one more time. I'm taking you off. Okay. So with abortion, it's very complex. It's very controversial. It's about 50-50 in the United States. Okay, because it is not as cut and dry as something like pedophilia. Okay. Which is very cut and dry, and I think literally every single person in the world can agree that it is wrong to marry a 6-year-old and then consummate when you're 9.
I thought every single person would agree that murdering 1,037,000 children a year is bad.
It's not
now
children.
You're telling me it's hard, it's complicated.
Not children, it's fetuses.
So now you're telling me it's complicated. That's what you're telling me.
It's the potentiality of life, Manar.
So you're so you're presupposing you even know what is moral. I'm showing you, proving to you that we disagree on a big moral issue.
I'm not saying that I know everything, but I'm saying that I know that the marrying a 6-year-old.
You don't know morality. I'm saying you don't know what is moral.
I know that that's not moral.
I'm saying you presuppose that marrying a 9-year-old at that time is immoral. That's what I'm saying. I'm arguing you presuppose that. You don't know what is morality. Hello?
You don't. Well,
guys,
you
let
don't
me ask you a question. Let me ask
no.
Laura.
You don't either. You don't either. You don't either. How would you know what morality is if you think that it's okay for somebody to marry a 6-year-old? So if you can say that I don't know morality or whatever, but then I can say the same exact thing to you. The same exact thing, Manar, that you don't know it either, because you're literally being a blind cult follower thinking that it's okay for somebody to marry a 6-year-old.
Yeah, but if I'm supposed to believe you, that means every royal person that got betrothed and married at a young age, because that is the royal duty. Like Lola, she looks like a princess. Imagine she was betrothed early to this other prince, and now she was, very early age. Now, are we going to say, oh, it's immoral what's happening here? She was betrothed and she's getting married early because her status is higher than everyone, and she has more responsibility to uphold herself too. Now we're going to say this is immorality, or we're going to say this is actually maybe a duty because she's from the royal family. This is her princessal duty. That's literally what they would argue. Hello?
There's no need to marry a child.
This is a royal duty. Every royal person, if we were to believe you, Eva, every royal person was immoral for betrothing their young kids early, because that was a royal tradition of all of mankind.
Whoever thought that was a good idea,
So all of mankind was immoral according to Eva. This is what I'm proving.
There's been a lot of unethical things. Do you really want to die on that?
Yeah, we can talk about slavery. We can talk about war. We can talk about all of the murder.
So you're the only moral person in all of history of all of mankind, right? You're the most moral person right now. Is that what the argument is?
Most people. Okay, I'm gonna keep removing you every time.
That's a logical fallacy.
Yeah, no, it absolutely
is a good example. A couple logical fallacies came out.
There's a ton of unethical there's a ton of unethical things that have happened in the past especially with royal families. Yeah, a ton of fucked up shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't reference the royal families as a pinnacle of human ethics, but
is it an immoral action to be
Shout out to Stevie for the $2 super chat.
Shout out. Thank you, Stevie.
What about isms? Yeah. XP, anything you want to add?
What about isms? You guys don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm making equivalencies. I'm making analogies.
Shout out to Ruvalo. Keep the domino effect going, guys.
Shout out to Gummy Froggy. Aw, thanks, guys. We appreciate you. Keep the domino effect rolling, literally. I'm trying to get this girls trip on a roll.
Yeah. Okay. What do you even think about girls trip? That's the true question of the hour. What do you think about girls trip, dude?
I think anybody that's gonna hang out with I think my wife has Ruby as her best friend. I'm divorcing.
How young is your wife?
And then she can go and have her girls trip, because I know she's cheating on me if she goes with Ruby on this girls trip. Ruby is the one.
Because I outmask you and would steal your bitch? I guess so. Sure.
No, I know she's cheating on me because you're a bad influence. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna get her drunk, and then you're going to make bad mistakes, and I'm gonna end up with a divorced wife. So what I'm saying is I'll divorce her early. You know what I mean? That's what would happen. That's my thought.
Has your wife gone through puberty yet, Manar?
Yeah, so this is the problem. Ava, let me ask you a question.
Wait, I don't want, maybe not your wife.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how you didn't answer that.
It's
kind of weird how you didn't answer that. It's kind of weird how you glossed right past that.
You know, Thorpe TV has to come talk to me. Thorpe TV have to come talk to me. Ava, you gotta let her come talk to me, okay?
I mean, you can definitely go talk to them. They're always desperate for people to talk to. So there's not really a big barrier.
Here's the thing, though, Minar, is that
unless he can do more than 40 push-ups. I'm not talking to him.
Here's the thing, is that Thorpe. Hold on. Thorpe.
Or show your fucking face.
Minar, let me fucking talk! Holy fuck! Oh my god! Thorpe TV is a very abusive father that has allegedly, according to his family, sexually groomed his young daughter, and they now stream together as a career. Okay, Minar, this is somebody. I just want to warn you. I want to warn you.
I think you're throwing the word abuse wrong. Like, you're gonna say my dad abused me for twisting my arm, almost breaking it. That was my fondest memory of him. That's when I remember that he was a man with men.
Maybe they'll get along.
That was my fondest memory. You call it abuse? That was my fondest memory of him. He was so strong. First of all, he was so fast I couldn't run away from him, and it's so strong he almost broke my arm like that.
Thank you.
What a man! You call it abuse?
I would
maybe you guys have more in common than I thought. You know.
Preferring that to him fucking you as a child, I suppose. So that would probably be.
Hey, XP, can you even show your face, or are you just gonna keep talking with nothing? Like,
no, bro. I don't exist, bro. I'm a ghost in the machine. Like, this is all.
So we got to see Ruby's full fucking everything. You know what I mean? Head to toe.
She's a
we know that the results are now 77%. But the only reliable poll, the only trusted network right here is the poll, and the poll is 77%. This is the official data. 77% say that I do have the better ass.
Contest in real life.
Official numbers I saw.
Titus says, for the 10 with his chromosome disorder, this guy probably has a micro penis and is sterile. Do you have children? Isn't that what the Quran demands? You've been raped by
I have a pretty nice penis, if you guys want to know. And then what about the sterile thing? It's not. I don't think I'm sterile, guys. I think I'm gonna make a lot of juniors.
He doesn't. Shout out to Titus. Shout out to Titus for the $10 super chat. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and subscribing. You know, hit the donos, hit the cash apps for the girls trip coming up soon. We appreciate everyone.
Who knows? Me and Ruby, we're gonna do a ass contest and dick contest. We're gonna see who has the biggest ass and dick.
Dave, can I ask
it's not about size, it's about proportion, and it's about sex accuracy.
You're a tranny, right?
Hey, what's going on, Menard? Now listen, we're gonna have a little chat here, and it only works if we take turns talking. So you're not gonna talk over me, and I'm not gonna talk over you. Understood?
Oh yes, sir. Please, anything you say, please be kind with me. Please don't be too harsh, please. I'm so scared.
Okay, not off to a very good start. Let me ask you this:
you go talking. I'm gonna do some push-ups. You fucking loser.
You don't have any children yet. That was what you said? You're just going to hump the ground?
Yeah. The answer is yes. Go ahead. What do you want?
The answer is yes. You don't have any children. Most people would say, no, I don't have any children. But you're Muslim, so you do a lot of things backwards. Am I interpreting that right? Yes.
Oh, are you okay, man? What's your argument right now? Are you mad at me because I don't have children?
No, not at all. I couldn't care less. I'm just trying to establish where you're at so we can ask the question properly. So once you do have children, let's say you have daughters. If someone fucks your daughter when she's 9 years old, will you be excited because she's being treated like the Prophet treated his wife, or will you be upset because someone is fucking your literal child? It's a simple question.
All right, guys, that was a good warm-up session, man.
All right, we're going to try this again. If you have children and one of them happens to be a daughter, and she's 9 years old, if she gets fucked by a 50-year-old man, are you going to be upset or are you going to celebrate it? Give your answer.
XP, listen to me. If I'm in the middle of the desert, you qualify. I will answer.
Ramble, gish, gallop, nonsense. It's a simple question. Are you going to be excited if a 50-year-old man fucks your 9-year-old daughter, or are you going to be upset?
Okay, let me qualify this.
Oh, this is good. Go ahead.
I have to qualify this. If I'm living... Yeah, I have to. If I'm living in the middle of a desert with no running water, it takes me 6 months to go to Damascus for one business trip, 6 months to come back. I don't have any security. I don't have any money, and I don't have anyone to defend my daughter, at home. And she can't come on the trip with me because she can't even sit on the camel. She will die.
That has nothing.
So I'm not allowed to qualify my position.
Are you going to celebrate it, or are you going to be upset about
I'm
it?
gonna say thank God. I'm gonna say thank God you married my daughter. I thought she was gonna die. I'm all by myself here. If I leave her here, the bandits might take her. She might get pregnant. Now I have another mouth to feed. I can't afford that. At least I know you're from a strong family. Thank God you're gonna take care of my daughter. Now I can go to this Damascus Strip so I can fucking feed the rest of my family. You piece of shit. Because this is the problem, guys. He's assuming that there was running water. He's assuming that there was like flight
I just
tickets.
want to ask him a two-word question. All right, now Menard, one of two words. You only get a one-word answer. You have to pick one of these two words: either angry or happy. If a 50-year-old man fucks your 9-year-old daughter, regardless of the circumstances, are you going to be happy or angry? One word.
But that's not what happened. You're trying to imply that that's what happened.
See, you're just a pedophile. Like that's like
no. The more accurate way to question this is if you had the opportunity to betroth your own daughter up to the prophet of all of mankind. Let me calm down, man. This is the better question. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer with a yes. This is the better question. You asked me: would you, Manar, betroth happily your daughter to the prophet of all of mankind, the one that actually stood in battle with you and that actually guided all of your people together? And this is the prophet, and you've tested him. Would you be mad about betrothing? I would never be mad about betrothing my daughter to him, ever.
Okay, good. No, that's good. I'm glad that you were willing to admit that you're a pedophile and that you're okay with pedophiles fucking your own children. It's on video, so that's all I needed.
If my daughter's of age, she's committed, she's had puberty, which is one of the final steps.
Hi.
Hey, Manar, don't listen to these fucking pigs.
Yo, let me see your muscles, Thorpe. Thorpe Senior, let me see your muscles.
It's not good.
That's fucking embarrassing, man. Here. That's fucking that's crazy.
Oh, I'm an older man. I'm an older man.
Push him a little bit harder.
I'm an older man, right? I'm not a young man.
This is raw,
I
unbridled.
bleed? I don't even bleed. It's like a god. Go ahead.
Manar, I want to help you with the Aisha thing. Okay?
No, I don't need help.
I'm gonna help you. I'm not saying you need my help.
I'm gonna prove you wrong. Go ahead.
No, go. Okay.
He's on your
I'm
side.
Catholic, okay? I studied church history. Catholics and Muslims had a lot of conflict, right? In the early centuries, there was a lot of conflict. Do you know what Catholics never brought up about Muhammad? And they brought up a lot of things. They never brought this up about the prophet. You know why?
So I know that in the Christian religion, it was actually a big practice according to the biblical.
It was normal. It was normal.
Yeah,
it was normal for Muslims. It was normal for Arabs. It was normal for a lot of people. It didn't actually. Catholics were looking for ammo, and they didn't find it there. It's only these idiots today. Do you know some of these women? Some of these women think that a girl is being sexually assaulted at age 17 and 364 days, that she's not old enough to have sex with a man, and the government needs to protect her from that by throwing the man in prison. That is ridiculous.
Sounds like Ava dodging accountability to me.
All three of these females were predators.
Exactly.
When they were 13, when they were 14, when they were 15, when they were 16, when they were 17.
The victim is sitting there with Jeremy taking videos of Jeremy at 17 and 365. She's the victim, right? She's drunk. He's drunk. Everyone is drunk.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was victimized.
And then on their 18th birthday,
they
do porn. They do porn with 20.
Man, keep me on the bigger picture. I fucking look sick. I look sick.
Reese, also, I want to say thank you to Wilmar for the 10. He said for Ruben.
Man, that guy was a great guy. Why did you let him go? I like that guy. You had a cute daughter next to him. Man, those are the people you need to hang around.
Manar, I'm giving you Reese. Did you want to speak to Manar, or did you just want to join the panel?
Reese is gonna agree with me, man. Reese looks like a conservative, strong guy, man. Strong men, man. They agree with me on everything.
Look, first time I picked up the Quran and read that, I was bothered by it, right? And I got the same story about how things were back in the day, but I couldn't find any literature that had that outside of the Quran. So where does
Reese, let me explain this to you, Reese.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. let's say you don't have science, right? You don't have science, right? Was there science?
Say what?
In all of history, was there science in all of history?
Yeah, human beings can't operate without it.
So when did science start? When was the word science actually science? Isn't that like a 200-year-old word?
I don't know. That's a Dutch English word. So whenever
But what you made the claim all of mankind could not work without science, but science is a brand new phenomena that was discovered 200 years ago. So your claim is false. First of all, humanity can work without science.
I never said that.
That's literally what you made. I asked you what is science. You said all humanity needs is to survive or something like that. That's literally what you said. Hello? Maybe you're just high. Okay, so here's my question to you. You agree with me 300 years ago there was no standardized science? You agree with me?
No.
Right? Okay. So how would you know that the girl is ready to be married? How do you know that?
Wait for a minute.
Reese, let me finish. You answered the question. Let me ask another question. You already answered it. You're right. 300 years ago, there was no standardized science. You're right.
Yeah, but
so let me ask you, how do you know if there's no, for example, standard age of marriage, and it's not legal by law that by 14, now it's legal by law. There's actual law forcing you cannot be married before 14 in certain places. Before that, there wasn't. So how do you know, Reese, your daughter was ready to be married? How do you know that? Before science.
They had a way. Who knows?
So God, yeah, exactly. And what I'm arguing is if they used that way to find out that Aisha was ready to be married, and turns out she was ready to be married, then immorally, there's nothing wrong. Exactly what Reese just said. If you use the way that was given to you, and you actually use it and find out that Aisha was ready for marriage, let me give you an example. Let's say the way is to find out if she has puberty. Let's say that. Or let's say the way is we find out...
How about we wait for her to get 5 feet tall and grow breasts?
That means all 4'9" girls do not get ever be married.
Breasts are a natural sign that they're ready to meet. And
but some girls will get breasts before others.
They don't have breasts at 6 years old, brother.
No, but some girls will develop faster than others.
Oh my God.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I can't. Dude, so many people do want to debate Minar, guys. So if you would like to debate Ruska, I see you messaging me. You want to debate him. Minar has a channel at Minar Reports. I think that Get Crack has linked it in the chat a bit. We like arguing with Minar. Minar, I don't agree with anything that you say. I actually hate a lot of what you say, but I love you as a human being. So thank you for coming up. I will give you
we're bringing in the Thorpes guys. Why are you guys going to the wrong? No, come here. No, you're going to the wrong Discord channel. That's my game.
Okay, yeah. So okay, they can go talk about fucking Islam. I can't do it anymore, dude. We need to. I did bring over. He's a character. Who do we think did best?
It's funny. I enjoy arguing with people like him. It's very easy, and he's a goofball. So I can see the streaming potential there. Thorpes are already tripping over themselves, being like, "Yo, come to our channel. We hate these free bitches, bro."
He does have a personality, yeah. I'm like, if he wasn't indoctrinated by the cult of like Islam, Minar, if you weren't indoctrinated by the cult of Islam, like. I think pretty much nobody would really have issues with you.
Hey, they still have me on. So I have the thought.
Okay. I get him from the studio then. You got Stevie coming up too.
Oh, is he gone? Oh, okay. I was gonna say this is what peak physical form looks like right here. Check out this ass.
I'm not gonna lie though, dude.
Your ass and cock.
This is my peak physical form right here.
So I guess him and the Thorpes are now bonding over like their they both support like
PDF
stuff together. So they're bond. Can you imagine, dude? Can you fucking imagine that? Like, but XP.
Well, we won't need to imagine because it's happening and they're broadcasting it. So,
however,
nice.
Where XP fucked up is XP was like it's because Minar did have like a good response when he was like, well, it's not the prophet. Like it's like you can't compare, you know, marrying which is still, I mean, there's no defense to it. Like he still sounds fucking crazy being like, oh, it's okay to marry a 6-year-old girl to the prophet or whatever. But like I guess there needs to be like somewhat of a better analogy or way to like combat that point.
That
You know
dude's
that was his
definitely
best friend's daughter.
What's that?
That was his best friend's daughter.
Who was? What?
Muhammad's best friend was Abu Bakr, and Aisha was his daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. And not only that,
Folks
they
are
were
gonna
playing
love
with
that.
dolls. They were playing with
A little
dolls on the
daddy
honeymoon.
daughter. We got the PDF.
There's another hadith in that book which they claim to be authentic, right? The only authentic book in the world, and it says that they were playing with dolls on the honeymoon. You can also find that on the internet.
Dude, that's insane. Like, oh my god, I feel so bad for Europe. The Mandalorian says it's a big issue over here in the UK. Our government is literally changing our laws to defend Sharia law. It's disgusting. I feel bad for Europe. Like, I am happy that like our immigrants are more like not into Islam as much, because just culturally it's just so difficult to mash up like the values of like Islam people versus Western values. It's like super fucking difficult to do.
Yeah, it's easier to get
a
like
lot
a
of those
like
a lot of those
Western
countries,
faith
like
with
we bombed the fuck out of them, and we also armed a lot of radicals in those countries. We destabilized them. They came to Europe, so I mean,
yeah. Anyways, y'all. Okay, I'm not sure if I really want to do like this open panel thing. I think I kind of want to just keep it back to us three, but
gotcha.
I have a few people backstage, so I'll let you guys come up, and if there's anything else y'all wanted to say before it goes back to just Ruby Lowe and I.
I appreciate you bringing me back up. Just real quick, just what you were just talking about, saying Menard had a decent response to my points. Let me explain why he does not. He was creating a completely false situation in his hypothetical, because the way he described it was, I'm a poor person, and my poor daughter who can't eat, can't go to Damascus with me, or whatever he was rambling about, would be better off marrying the prophet. But that's not who Aisha was. Aisha was not some poor girl married the daughter of some poor family, as Philly from Reaches pointed out. It was the daughter of one of Muhammad's closest friends. It was like all of them was a wealthy merchant. So his whole thing about my daughter's poor and I need to sell my child to some 50-year-old pedo because of reasons. His reasons don't even add up to what actually happened. So
I've got another theory. I've read somewhere or heard somewhere in a lecture that Aisha was actually a Jesuit plan sent by the hidden hand of the Catholic Church to instigate another religion. Islam was started by the shadow organization of the Catholic Church called the Jesuits, apparently, and they sent Aisha to Muhammad.
Wow.
So.
Which is interesting, because Catholics love pedophilia as well. Not all of them, but
it's crazy.
They definitely run cover for it.
So there's some method in the madness of. Listen, I'm not saying what I've just relayed to you is gospel. I'm just saying that's what I've heard, and it kind of intuitively made sense to me for some strange reason. You know, when you hear something, it's like, that makes sense, and I don't know why.
Anyways, I don't want to say that like all Catholics have that all Catholics are like whatever PDF supporters or whatever the fuck. Like, that's crazy to fucking say. But there definitely are some issues in the institution of the Catholic Church, and I feel like a lot of weird people can be like weird people can be attracted to like any religion, dude. But like, it is interesting that is what the Thorpes were most drawn towards, considering like the history of them just like sweeping for they're like sweeping a lot of cases under the rug and stuff. Like, I just watched a Predator catch the other day, and from the Predator, it was like the dude, it was Gordon Flowers, he like went into this Catholic church like during mass, because the dude there was like a little PDF dude trying to meet up with a 13-year-old girl during the church service. Like he was gonna leave and go to the bathroom, and then like go to the back of the church to go and like bang her. And
Oh my
then
God.
the people in the church got mad. They got mad that the dude Gordon Flowers, the pred catcher, came in and interrupted, which he didn't even interrupt the service. He just came in and like he just went and sat down, didn't interrupt anything, but just tapped on the shoulder of the individual guy that was like trying to do the meetup. And then like the dad of the guy that was the PDF got mad about it and was like, "You ruined our church service. You ruined it." And I'm like, bro, the only reason he came in is because he was trying to meet a 13-year-old girl during the
Yikes.
church service. That's the only reason
Wow.
why. And he
That's-
wasn't mad. He wasn't mad about that at all. It was just for the entire video. It was just like, my service. How dare you come in here doing that? And it's like, dude, just fucking stop. Like that was.
Yikes.
And I was like, dude, why does it have to be another Catholic church? Like, why? I'm like, this is so bad for them.
There's something, I don't know what it is.
Maybe it just came out more with the Catholic Church. I don't know. I've seen him do a pred catch at a Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall as well. So
I'm still here, guys. My cam's off for a second.
okay, no problem. There's 1.4 billion Catholics. How many are insane? I don't think we hear about the quiet devout Catholics. Unjust hate of Becky. Have you even listened to her? I do think there's unjust. I mean, Tony, you can rewind it. You can hear. It was like the beginning of the stream, like the first 30 minutes when we talked about that. It's just like, it's obviously like scripted shit. Like she's playing the villain, and then people are getting mad that she's playing the villain and giving the Lockout universe drama. And then with the I don't know about the RTU stuff or whatever. Somebody was bringing that up, so we should kind of try and look into that. But there's not really anything on it.
Yeah, and I mean, I would be curious to talk to her more because since she's been involved in that universe, she's been blacklisted from talking to me, so I haven't been able to even ask her these questions, So I think a lot of things I think we'll be getting more information on the details of that.
I would like to
also-
hear her take on it because so many people just like, there's so many people that hate her and just like to like spread stuff around and whatever and like, say the worst. Like people that hate me make up lies about me all the time. So I don't know. I have to look at it from all angles.
Yeah, exactly.
But XP, I've been telling XP he needs to get a new mic. Like it
was really bad. Yeah, his mic, I'm not gonna lie,
That was really bad.
Like I can't bring you up that much, like, because it just like
it's like
yeah. I've never. The BB says
I hear you enough to
did a
kind
good
of
job.
understand, but it's a lot. It's like
He did do a good job with Minaria, even with your yeah.
True. Yeah, I'm not gonna say he did it. He was still coming through. It's just harsh.
The Dalai Lama is a huge pedo. Are you serious? I think I saw something about that. About him, like it was a weird, like Joe Biden adjacent thing of like sniffing children or something. Is the way he was doing. But anyways, y'all, I think for our next little like maybe closing segment here is we do want to go over just some positivity and like some inspirational / like educational. Oh, and I forgot there was another thing I wanted to do too, but I don't know how much time we have because I know that like you guys have been streaming a lot today. But because I was thinking I didn't think that the Minar thing would happen and derail this whole thing because
I'm good, honestly. Like I haven't streamed today.
Okay, word. Because I kind of wanted to
weirdly. I think I did 5 streams before this because I've just been like manic and being streamy and just getting into random. I've just been and I want us to raid Becky's chat. So, show some support for what she's doing, breaking away from Keem. And she's trying to not focus on being hateful. She wants to really build something positive and not even really, she hasn't even been going hard on Keem, she's been being relatively tight-lipped about it and trying to do something positive. So I want to show extra support for that because she's up against someone who's not playing fair.
Yeah.
That's how we all know how Keem is.
And then also the other point that like the Thorpes brought up about that whole thing of like, oh, well, they're working together because they're like Keem isn't like ruining her channel or whatever. You have to like, it's just such a reductionist, like stupid fucking perspective because he has nothing on Becky. She hasn't violated any TOS. Like with the reason that he got the Thorpe's ban is because they were fucking stalking him, and then the reason why he
There
got
were like multiple people, many top calls from many different people about multiple occasions over the span of like multiple weeks. They were just on this insanity spree, and it was around that time that they did lose their channel.
Yeah, and then it was like with Lynx, I mean, it's more murky waters. I think that she was very wrongfully banned still, but like you can make the excuse that like he has something, like he can, claim that it's like, oh, this is a privacy violation or something. Banning the entire YouTube account is fucking insane and like overboard, but like there's not anything that he really has on Becky. She's played it smarter.
So is she fully fired from the local universe?
Yep.
And she's doing her own show now?
She launched her own network. Yeah, it's called, and she's been doing kind of her own version of Queens, but she doesn't want to do the like super dark, just like drama shit constantly. And a lot of people are disappointed because they want to see her go for people's throats and shit, So she is trying something that's going to be challenging to navigate, but I think she's been doing a good job, and she's looking for other people to collaborate with, so I do think that would be fun for us to connect with her for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, even though, the short amount of time that I watched it, I feel like I didn't see her in the best of light, but I can see past that a little bit, and I can see like that is somewhat of a facade for the show, and she actually seems like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, a dope person I would hang out with, but I could definitely like hold a conversation with her for sure.
Titus with a 10, she says, he challenged Lo to a fight to prove he's superior. Lo should have challenged him to give birth to prove she's superior. He has no idea what equal means, equal under the law. I hate irrational.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, it's such a disingenuous, it's not a real argument, so you can't even it's not even worthy of a response. It's like, it's just
Minara is like a really bad example of it.
I literally have never met him, and the fact that he just like started blowing up like that, like not only was it just funny, but I was what's the word? I didn't know what to say. Like there was I was
it's like you're like, wait, it's totally bizarre to just meet someone and just start spewing like and just assuming your beliefs when it's like anyone who's watched Lo's channel knows one thing she doesn't do is go on feminist tirade.
If you guys really want my honest opinion, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what the fuck the definition for a feminist is. Like, believe me,
like nothing about her gives that energy. He's just like projecting weird bullshit on you.
But then he brings me into like, oh well, Lo's a princess, so let's bring her here, and she's now in the royalty, right? And we're getting betrothed to whoever, and I'm like, listen, I don't have anything to do with nothing. Please keep my name out of everybody's mouth.
that was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was weird that he like honed in on you specifically. Like, I think it's because he thinks you're cute. He probably wants to make you like he was talking about at one point he was talking about his second wife.
I think he's got Fifi.
I am so good on that. That is like
have a shot of Bailey's. If anyone wants to donate to take this,
I will take a hit of my bowl. You guys take your shot.
This has been sitting in my fridge like forever, and I really want to try it. So. But okay, Tony, if you're just gonna continue being rude in the chat, then
Tony's one of few actual Thorpe supporters. So
I don't mind people saying whatever. If you watch me, you watch me. If you don't, you don't. I'm still gonna stream regardless. So
I was shocked you have William Glory Hole in your chat yesterday. Do you know?
I don't even know who that is. That's what I'm saying. Random people just be coming in like.
It's wild. So William Glory Hole, he's like one of the OG Cyrax trolls. But like he does like a really, really good job. Like he has a big channel, dude. He has like 78,000 subscribers or something. What? And he does a really, really good job of like basically getting information on like Cyrax and just that community, like body cam footage and stuff like that, and just doing streams, basically calling out people that like have very shit behavior. So I was shocked, dude. I saw him in his chat. I like sent screenshots to like someone I know that also watches Cyrax. I was like, what the heck? I was a little bit
and I feel like yesterday's stream, like it was okay, it was whatever, but besides like the tough guy and you coming up and us arguing, like there was really just, it was regular trivia night. Like, I don't know, people just be popping up. Like, I love when I see like, you know, big people pop up, like OCT will sometimes pop in my chat or hop up on the panel, or what's his name? Powder Dusty. I don't know how people feel about him, but he's cool. Like every time he comes up on my panel, you know, he likes to just add into the conversation. So I love that.
Okay, he has like 13,000 subscribers, but still, he has like a pretty big, decent channel. A lot of Cyrax stuff. Yeah. Small clips, short movies. Just Cyrax clips, basically. But I've seen him on stream a few times. But, the heck was I? Oh, yeah. I was about to show you guys this, though. Ruby sent this in our group chat. When we were talking about, like, quotes or, like, things we want to share. Just something kind of, like, intellectual / educational. This
Oh
came
yeah,
out.
but basically it's like, so there's just a brief explanation for people who don't know, but like the numinous experience is in reference to anything that's supernatural, awe-inspiring, divine, and it's that kind of experience that falls outside of phenomena. So it's noumena is kind of like the spiritual equivalent of phenomena that is what happens in nature, in quantifiable physics. So they're different realms, and it helps me to have that word as someone who struggles like with belief and sorting things out in my mind to explain certain experiences I've had, and I don't know, to kind of integrate that into my belief system. So, but here's a video that kind of expands on
Bella has 30K subs on Twitch and played trivia with Lo yesterday. She tracks all the baddies. Who's Bella?
Her name's Messadora Bella. I don't think she's currently a streamer right now because she just like, you know, is being a fan, you know, being a mom, being a family, whatever. But she did have like 30,000 Twitch streamers when she was, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna get back into it soon enough.
Oh, awesome.
She was cool though. She's actually nice. No, one thing that someone had mentioned, I think it was actually EAE yesterday on my panel, that we, like me, you, Ruby, Mooncake, Bella. Who else did he say? He said a couple other girls. I think he said Lynx maybe, and just we all have like a girl panel.
And that's fake news, and you're like equivocating like two very different people who just happen to have like things that they contribute on this topic. C.S. Lewis, the fiction writer, who also is a popular when it comes to philosophy around around Christianity, and Carl Jung, who was like the successor to
shout out to
Freud,
you.
who was like someone who explored like the inner experience and the collective unconscious and archetypes and different things but he wasn't like
Carl Jung doesn't deny evolution. There's no way, bro.
No, I know. That's why it's like the EAE is just wrong. Like they're just saying incorrect things. And I didn't even know that C.S. Lewis does. He's just,
C.S. Lewis, he's
just
very
kind of pulled it out of his life. But C.S. Lewis is more Christian, but C.S. Lewis isn't a fundamentalist. So, and yeah, I don't want to get into a creationist.
Yeah,
debate.
wait,
I know you love that EAE. I know you live for that, but I'm 2 Bud Lights in. I'm smoking weed. I'm not going to debate. I'm not debating.
They're both. I mean, and C.S. Lewis. Like, yeah, I'm like, I disagree.
Hey, Ray Sack says I like listening to C.S. Lewis videos while nodding. That's like that is literally the deepest thing that I can do right now. Like, he's like, yep. Understood.
I'll never forget like when I was building a shed with this guy and like he was giving me like a little construction
Exactly, Phoenix. That's when I'm like, wait,
and I would walk over, bro. I would fucking walk over. Name, why'd you change your profile picture, asshole? But I would come over to his fucking place to help him build the shed at like 6-7 a.m. and he would just have Terrence McKenna, like 9-hour compilations of like Terrence McKenna talking about psychedelics and like the universe and shit playing at like 6 in the fucking morning, dude. And I'm just imagining like
these are two authors that are like both, or like, you know, two thinkers, authors, whatever, who are both transcend really neat categories. So the fact that people, or like specifically one person, is triggered and wants to be like evolution.
Let's listen to this though. The numinous. Yeah, I have no idea what this is even after you explained it, so I'm curious.
The first of these is what Professor Otto calls the experience of the numinous. Those who have not met this term may be introduced to it by the following device.
I like that artwork. I like that snake.
Suppose you were told there was a tiger in the next room. You would know that you were in danger and would probably feel fear. But if you were told there is a ghost in the next room and believed it, you would feel indeed what is often called fear, but of a different kind. It would not be based on the knowledge of danger, for no one is primarily afraid of what a ghost may do to him, but of the mere fact that it is a ghost. It is uncanny rather than dangerous, and the special kind of fear it excites may be called dread. With the uncanny, one has reached the fringes of the numinous. Now suppose that you were told simply, there is a mighty spirit in the room, and believed it. Your feelings would then be even less like the mere fear of danger, but the disturbance would be profound. You would feel wonder, and a certain shrinking, a sense of inadequacy to cope with such a visitant, and of prostration before it. This feeling may be described as awe, and the object which excites it as the numinous. Now, nothing is more certain than that man, from a very early period, began to believe that the universe was haunted by spirits. The numinous experience exists,
What the heck
and that
is
if we
this
start
word?
from ourselves...
Not the burden.
Bro,
This
that's
was
gonna
like
give
7
me
years ago,
fucking
but it's not
nightmares.
AI, and I was like so happy for us.
I wish I was texting a Korean guy from the gym, bro. I
Yeah, you
wish.
gotta get that number, Ava. Stop playing around.
Like 4 months ago, our government has slowly been removing free speech here to the point where now thousands of us are being imprisoned for social media posts. Where are you? Where are you?
We can trace it a long way back. Going back about a century, we find copious examples in Wordsworth, perhaps the finest being that passage in the first book of the Prelude, where he describes his experience while rowing on the lake in the stolen boat. Going back further, we get a very pure and strong example in Mallory, when Galahad began to tremble right hard when the deadly equals mortal flesh began to behold the spiritual things. In pagan literature, we find Ovid's picture of the dark grove on the Aventine, of which you would say at a glance, numen inest.
Ruby, what the fuck are you watching?
What? You don't get it?
So, like, I'm not even about to lie. I'm with Ava on this
I
one.
don't know if my ADHD is like kicking in and I just can't pay attention, but I'm not following it.
I mean, maybe I don't. It's
I
okay.
just
I'm
don't
not offended if
understand,
no,
like,
if it's
I
not.
don't.
If
Is
you
he
want to
talking
change
about
it,
ghosts
it hits
or
for who it
artwork?
hits for. I get it.
No, like I'm just confused. Like, what is the general, you know?
So numinous is just the describing of the feeling, like when you're connected to God, it's a feeling that's outside of physics and things that we quantify, and that would be described in contrast to phenomena, which is like everything that happens within nature and physics. The numinous or noumena, that is all of the things that we experience that we can't quantify. Do you get it?
No,
Ruby
I
is
don't. Any
disappointed.
real quick though.
So, like, if you're praying, you'd be having a numinous experience when you feel connected to God. You're having a numinous experience. All human civilizations have had words for these experiences and spirits. And Ava told us to bring something educational.
I think maybe we're too retarded.
Ruby's the only one that gets it.
It takes me so long to absorb. Like, no, I get what it is. So numinous is like with the feeling when you're connected to God.
Well,
and that's the word
like
for it.
Well, it's
I
like
think she's trying to explain
it
it's
describes an experience
specific-
as
it's a
spiritual.
specific
It
type of
describes
feeling.
like any spiritual experience you could say is a numinous experience. How about that?
Okay.
It's like a term that could be used like spirituality.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's like your
so-
spiritual experience that's not quantifiable, that has been referenced by all of human history and every human culture, whether you believe, you know. So even this is appealing for people who are agnostic or atheists to look at, and just I think it is compelling as to why those things are worth examining.
Okay. I've had experiences like that, dude. I have, like when I did DMT. That's when
I get it. I get it. They hate
mushrooms.
I tried and they hate it, guys.
Really? I love
It's
it.
okay.
No, stop.
No,
Listen, I love
It's
to hear when
okay.
you're excited about something and when you are interested in something. Like, I like to hear about it, but I really don't understand. I
I think
swear.
dude, I literally just couldn't follow it. Like, I just was like,
And no, the video like didn't help because then they started talking about like I don't even know.
It
I
might
think
be
the-
a little
like,
too
it was the
esoteric
bird.
for
I'm
the
not gonna lie,
vibe.
Ruby. The bird threw me off, and then I got
I'm sorry.
distracted.
Don't worry about it. It's probably a little just too weird.
oh, Titus, thank you. With the 10. She says, I
Thank
would love
you.
to have a one-on-one discussion with Ruby. Her intelligence is fascinating.
That's what I'm saying. No, Ruby, how
Yeah.
you speak and like what you are interested in, you can definitely tell how inspired you are, like with your words for sure. But sometimes
It's okay. It's a little esoteric. We're like towards the end of the stream. I do still want us to raid Becky because I think it's just like a good idea.
okay. And talk a little bit more about like the room below. Like I know you had some ideas like in your docket that you sent us or for the agenda. I didn't know if you were like going over that list or not.
Yeah, well, I'll share my. Okay, I think this will be a little bit more digestible because I was just like, yeah, everyone bring like something to the table in terms of like a quote or something.
For me, I brought it just because I only recently learned that term, and it's been a very illuminating term for me personally, as someone who only recently got into reading more like theology and like more Christian philosophy. It's helped me understand things that I was very dismissive of before.
When do you feel like you had your most numinous of experiences?
Definitely when I was withdrawing from fentanyl and had like a very intense spiritual experience that's extended to this day. I still feel that kind of like spiritual connection, but in my mind, I still really struggle with the concept of belief and just making sense of all of that, that, and I've had a couple of just like intense spiritual experiences that have drawn me into a place where I'm in a way more open mindset towards things that are of supernatural existence than I used to be. I used to be EAE. EAE is my karma because I was that annoying atheist in chat. Like, you need to scan it. Like literally just being so aggro. And it's fine. I get it. It's my karma.
And that too. Speaking of, should we watch Imperious? I banned Imperious from the studio. I banned Imperious from the chat. He literally makes me so. For a second, I thought, no, I was being serious. He makes me like, dude, the literal entitlement, bro. Like, so when Minar was on, he went backstage, he went to talk, and I was like, no, I'm not letting you up because last time I let you up on my stream, my channel is currently under attack. I have to be very careful about like violating TOS, community guidelines, strikes, copyright strikes, all of that. Okay, I have to be very, 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 very careful. So it's like if I had 0 strikes, I'm like, maybe you'll let someone more risky up, But he fucking hold on. It ends at 10 EST?
Yeah. So in like 20 minutes.
Oh. Okay.
That's why I was like,
okay, maybe we should save this for next. We can do shit talking Imperious stream next. Is it on Lowe's channel next week?
Yeah, I think, and I feel like honestly, when it comes to Imperious, like you guys can talk how much ever you want. I'll say my little opinions of the experiences that I've had with him, but we can watch the video for sure and like go over it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, because the people also
like,
on my channel love to hear about that. So
yeah, I think that because more people on your channel kind of even know who he is and stuff. Because it's just like he started saying in the chat after I said, dude, I can't let you up because you so flagrantly disrespected my channel last time you came up. And,
yeah, he called you a cunt.
You up, but it's like, yeah, well, not even. It's like I don't even mind that as much. Is that crazy to say? It's really just. It's like you can't say slurs. You cannot.
Yeah,
say
it's
slurs.
because I got
POS.
And
yeah,
we both have been taking hits with the guidelines lately.
Yeah,
and it jeopardizes our income and trip money when people do that. I did not get a payout when I was demonetized until I was remonetized years later. So
that's actually crazy. Shout out to Gummy Froggy.
Thank you so much, Gummy Froggy. We love you.
If you still have your base, we should definitely jam together on stream.
I do still have my base. It's like neck is warped.
Shout out to
but
Rubelo. No, shout out to you, Gummy. Thank you for being a supporter of the night. We appreciate you always. Titus, anybody who's donated tonight. I haven't been here, all night, so I can't.
Wilmar, appreciate you, man. But
Appreciate
guys,
you.
like, then he comes in the chat and he's like, I'm gonna mass attack your channel. Or like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but basically be like, if you like don't let me up or ban me, I'm gonna like mass flag your channel or whatever. And I'm like, dude, right off the bat, like that's a surefire way to just now you're kicked from the chat too.
Well,
Like,
he
threatening
threatened that
to
with me, and he didn't do anything about it. So,
but still,
Why
even
do you think
threatening
that's gonna
that
work?
is what the fuck.
Edward, thank you for the $9.99. He says,
Shout out
thank
to
you for
Edward.
having Ruby on tonight. Edward loves Ruby, bro. I think he's like,
he does.
I should do a real life meetup, Ruby.
I don't know. I don't want to get into the Edward Gabby. I can't. Okay. We'll save it next week on Ruvalo.
Yeah, Edward, he's in the chat too over there. He's gonna stop by.
Oh yeah, he'll do. Maybe we can have maybe we can have Edward up on the panel. I didn't know she hates me. Why?
Because he was posing as like a young woman who was and sending me.
Oh, Gabby,
we got
that
over it.
Gabby girl.
Yes.
Who was Gabby?
Stop,
Edward was
because
Gabby?
Edward,
All right,
if
it's
you were Gabby,
complicated.
you DM me too, and you sent me your fucking cut wrist or whatever, or whoever's cut
Yeah,
wrist.
he sent me the
was.
same thing. But there's also a real person named Gabby. He's impersonating a real person who's also crazy. It sucks.
Whoa, Edward, what the fuck is this?
I know. I had a whole like Law and Order is so needed, like in so many ways. We need
No,
to hit him
and
with that.
also just on that point,
forget about it.
Ava,
he was so close to escaping on a positive note, like, thank you, bye-bye.
No, and you just reminded me, Ruby, from yesterday's stream, Ava, whenever we had brought up to Tough Guy, like whenever you had said, oh, like you would never be able to pull a bitch like me, and he was like, oh, well, my bitch is badder than you, and we can pull her up on screen right now, and you were like, all right, bet, let's have a Law and Order. He literally did not say shit after that. Like he didn't want to bring his bitch up because he knows, like.
I mean, dude, it's very clear. Like, if you've seen, and the video is removed now, I'm mad that because I had like someone sent me a video with a timestamp of Tough Guy's like photo, and it's like I'm not gonna come for someone else's looks unless they come for my looks, or if they're somebody who bullies a bunch of people about their looks. Okay, I don't go there unless it is in defense. Okay, I just want to make that very clear before I say this. But this fool is coming up, calling me all sorts of ugly, all sorts of names. I'm like, dude. Refuses to cam up. I remember this was the first conversation I had with Tough Guy. This was like probably a year ago, and we had a whole thing of I was just telling him to cam up for like an hour because he kept talking all this shit about my appearance, and I was like, who are you to slang all this and not show yourself? Like, because I'm like, there's not going to be any value of what you're saying if you're just this ugly dude. It proves that you're just an incel who's angry at even me, arguably 6-7 out of 10, bro, who even I am out of your league, Tough Guy. And somebody sent me a timestamp from a video when he cammed up for like a brief second, and it was in the nicest way possible to phrase this, horrific. It was indeed
it was that bad,
dude. The hairline was like, I mean, he has like it was like this. It was like that. And I'm like, and he's like this like old like guy in his fucking like 40s or maybe 50s or whatever. And just like very like someone I wouldn't even give the time of day, like at the and it's like, okay, that's why you're so angry at like all these women.
They like to role play rejecting you.
I mean, what if he was
happened.
just upset, Ava, because he wanted you to be one of his hoes? Like,
that's not the way to do it, man. If you want to make me, you gotta flatter me. You gotta fucking appeal to my ego. You can't do that. The negging doesn't work with me. It's not a good strategy.
Yeah, and I personally don't like arguing with men. I think that shit's super just sassy. Like, I'm not arguing with them, man.
I know they need a channel called like Drama Boys for the dramatic boys because the men are dramatic. And I think it should be Drama Boys with a Z, like Drama Boys. And then like, it can be hosted by all the dramatic men in the fucking
She said Drama
area.
Boys.
You
She had to
heard?
put that little pizzazz on the end.
You know, the Z, I like my special spelling. It's on brand. It would still be a part of our,
Yeah.
universe.
No, stop, because I just can't wait to see you in person, Ruby, and you're like clean, skinny, rich. Like I
know,
love
me
you so
too.
much.
And
It's
it's
so
coming
funny.
up, so we don't have to wait even that much
I know.
longer. Seriously, I'm so fucking excited. And chat's excited too. We're like literally like 90% like booked the fuck up. So
Facts.
that's what the rest of the funding, it's going to be going towards activities while we're there so we can, jump in on some cool shit, and elevate the content. But
Maybe
we
we'll
are
go to a pride
excited to have
parade.
that.
EAE. Maybe we'll go to a pride parade, or
There
maybe
you
we can
go.
go to like a homosexual
we can get
support
you some.
group. That's the best that you're gonna get.
They got,
That's-
they got gay bars and stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely lesbian action there.
But
EAE,
like,
for you,
I'm just trying to
if
go to
you
like
had-
a
all
boy
dressed
shop
up as
bar.
butches.
No, guys, you know what I actually
what
want to
you-
kind
is
of
that
do?
what
What I
you
wanted
wanna
to
see,
mention to you
EA?
guys. I want us to, how like when people go on like girls trip, or just have you ever seen one of those videos where people are going on a trip and they'll bring, another member of the group a shirt that says something just like funny or vulgar or whatever it is. And I think that we should do that, but we can do it with anything, because I've seen people do it with like phone cases, fucking shoes, anything. But we have to like wear that shirt around.
I like the
one
shirt
of the first
idea. I'm
days,
down.
like,
We
because
can each
I
try
don't
to
know,
just
like
like
you
embarrass
guys,
each other as much as possible without anything that crosses like lines of like legality, but like as embarrassing as possible.
No, I kind of want to do that.
Sorry, I already put it out. That's already
Because
the.
listen, I was thinking about, since for the first episode, we're gonna arrive there like midday type shit, right? So if we have those embarrassing, what is that?
It's like a shirt, dude. Basically, you just made me realize I don't even need to get like a shirt printed. Like we could literally just get fabric.
Yeah, we
markers
could just
and
do it.
Shit.
It's Sharpie.
I started working on this like forever ago, and I forgot that I had it. I was gonna draw like a punk poster thing on it, which I need.
Okay.
To finish. Just as inspiration.
No. That's actually that's an idea. Just as in, instead of
We can have the chat, dude. We can have the chat vote or like donate on like what they want us to write on the shirts, and then we like have to wear them out or
That's
something
such
like
a
that.
good
I don't know.
fucking idea.
I
that's
don't know.
actually
I mean,
dead
I
ass good.
like that
People will
idea.
want something written on a shirt that we have to
That's
walk
what I'm
around in, as long as it's within range of like not PDF, not I'm a
Yeah.
Nazi, not anything that's gonna get us beat up, but just embarrassing within those bounds. Like
Yeah,
within those
no.
bounds.
I like the idea, but I think all like us three just using our brains. Obviously, like say I had you, Ruby, you had Ava, and then Ava had me. Like I'm sure we could all think of an idea.
Yeah, or we could just
to draw
have
on a
liberty
shirt,
to
because
do
that's
whatever we
easy
want,
peasy.
and we
I'm
can
going all out.
If I had low, I know what I would do if I had low.
What? See,
I
now
know
we
what I
gotta
would
do
if
that
I really-
rotation. Like, are we doing it? Because no, listen to my idea really quick. Okay, so we have that, right? We're gonna bring the shirts, but then since we're gonna get there midday, we're gonna check into the Airbnb, just set up all of our stuff, make sure we can get connected to the Wi-Fi, blah 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 blah. I want that first night, since I'm sure we're not going to be like going out and checking anything out, since it'll already be later on in the day. We can go get some food, get food in our bellies, maybe go get a bottle or something, but then have like somewhat of like a table talk type of stream, but mixed with obviously us getting to know each other, us showing the shirt reveals. And that is never mind.
Wherever you just ended it, I liked everything right up to that. Yeah, I liked everything you just said.
We'll talk backstage.
Yeah, I was
sorry guys, some things are a little too spicy to just like announce and say out in public. So just for safety reasons, we're gonna have to talk privately.
Sorry
Yeah,
guys.
if you donate enough, maybe. When you meet low, hold our hands and look her right in the eyes. But we got Quadratic with 2 super chats here. He says, "Oh fuck, ooh, computer frozen. What the fuck?" There we go. He says, "Edward really loves Ruby, bro. Ava, everyone loves Ruby." That is true. That is indeed true. But I do have
That's
a
even
pattern
coming out of the hate
Edward.
camp. They said I have a good reputation. I was like, that's a new experience for me, so I appreciated it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think that you are kind of it's wild, and people have really tried to bring you down, dude. But I mean, I specifically say with like Edward because every time he sends me a super chat, it always is about Ruby. But
he does love her. He does love her. But shout out to Tawana.
Well, we turned a corner recently. He's excited, but like we never forget Gabby, okay?
No, that little time period, that feels like a hay fever dream. You know, it was so like just quick and then it was gone. At least through my situation that I had.
Shit gets so weird on fucking Discord, dude. People get so weird. Like, what are you wasting your time trolling for, Edward? Pretending to be Gabby. Amen. Okay, we need to end this in a second here, but because we are gonna redirect to. I don't know how to do a redirect though, Ruby. How do I do a redirect?
Go to in your YouTube studio, and then in there hit content. In the live section, you'll see your live customization, and then from there, there's a section that says add redirect.
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna be able to do it today.
Oh. It's fine.
It makes me turn on two-step verification and shit to be able to, because I changed all my passwords because of that data leak.
Oh, dude, fuck that.
Yeah. Honestly,
I
I'm
always
not
resent
even-
myself for having that. I'm like, two-step. Fuck.
I'm not even
We'll
gonna
link
change.
Becky's stream in the chat.
I'm
It
always
says,
locked out of
Ava,
everything,
hold on.
perpetually.
It says, Ava, you've introduced multiple gay men to Benthorpe. Leave the gays alone, girl. Who are you talking about? Minar? You call Minar gay, Quadratic? Oh my god. Don't go there. Sheesh.
Shout out to you,
Bro, he's gonna
Quadratic.
start throwing shots at you. What data leak? Guys, see, let me do a fucking favor for humanity. Biggest data breach. If you just search that right now, look at this. Hold on, I'm screen sharing. Guys, reset your fucking passwords. I'm telling you. Especially if you have something to hide. No, but he said the biggest data breach to date involves the exposure of 16 billion. That's higher than the population of the fucking Earth, guys. So your shit's definitely out there now. 16 billion login credentials from major companies like Apple, Google, and Facebook. So Dalmatian Dog is on something. But yeah, this is gonna be really bad. We should all sign up. Go and look at like the class action lawsuits that are gonna be coming. Sign up for that because I'm sure that your information. Maybe don't change your password if you want to be part of the class action lawsuit. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how this even happened. More than 184 million passwords exposed. And if they get your passwords and stuff, then like they can, even if it's not for this account, right? If you have the same username and password across different accounts, even like your banking information, you're gonna want to change that. Make America Rubelo again, Mara.
Exactly.
Shout out to Bean. Shout out to everybody in the chat though. Thanks guys for tuning in tonight.
Yes,
We
thank
appreciate
you,
every one of
guys.
them.
Okay, guys, let's go fucking raid Becky. I need to figure out redirects and shit, but
Did you go to your
chat?
you have to go, it's in your studio, you have to hit it's through your content. I was able to figure out if you're on like well, there isn't like a button
I'm
for
just
it
gonna
there.
put the link in the chat today, and then I'll figure out the raid thing.
Oh, okay, that
after. But I'm just gonna put the link in the chat. Everybody should go. It looks like she's doing some drama shit right now. Loose lip sink ships celebration. So you guys should go and get the fuck in there. Stay up to date with what's going on over there because we're definitely following it. I'm curious to see how she does. Let's help her win. If you don't fuck with Keemstar, then the way to fucking show that is to support Becky.
Exactly.
All right, guys. And thank you. Don't send us no rainbow shit. I don't think Becky's. I don't know. But yeah, you are free to not click the link if you don't like. But yeah, guys, go and hit it up. Tell them that Ava, Ruby, and Lo sent you. Okay. And we appreciate everybody that donated to support the trip, especially Titus. And I will see
Thank
you
you,
guys
everyone.
tomorrow. I'm going live. When is your guys' next lives?
I would say next Tuesday probably for me.
Trivia Tuesday. What about you,
Trivia
Ruby?
Tuesday.
I've been just living like all the time, so it'll probably be in the very near future.
Okay.
She's like maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow.
I know. I'm
morning.
like maybe
5 minutes
I don't know.
from
I'm gonna
now.
watch Queen, so I'll be in the Queen's chat. That's where I'm
All
going
right.
right now, and that's where I'm going to
We
be
love
hanging
you
out in front of the
guys.
storm.
We will
so.
see you all later.
Bye.
Peace out, y'all.